And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matthias, and welcome to the Ace Podcast. I am here with just Gwyn. Hello, Gwyn.
Just me today.
Yeah. It has been 3 weeks, and that's because we needed a break. And we took a break, and now we're back. So,
we needed to build up some content to talk
we
about.
need to build up some content. We got some content, and we're here.
We are here.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, what we're starting with?
I guess since we are the Ace Podcast, we should begin with we should start with Nuge.
New
So
Hiepon. We have shows. They've run shows now.
they've run some shows and they
Yeah.
have happened. Let's start with
In with some preamble before we get to.
all the
Was
news.
this was Summer Struggle or was this Grand Slam? I can't remember which one.
We have had the first Grand Slam, but we've also had Summer Struggle, so both.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the build-up, we were supposed to be having Shingo Takagi versus Kota Ibushi for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Correct.
However, shenanigans afoot, spanner in the works, as it were.
Yes.
Kota Ibushi having some COVID-19 side effects of his vaccine, or he's
No,
got it,
he
or
ended
one
up
of
having
them.
a pneumonia thing that wasn't COVID related
Ah.
at all. So, yeah.
But anyway, that caused him to not be available, and it was very obvious that New Japan had no backup plan until like the day before.
Yep. Where they said, "All right, Tana, we know you've
Okay,
carried the company
scrap.
for years, but we need you to do it again."
All right, we gotta dust you off one last time.
Remember when everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Tanahashi's gonna go to the mid card this year"? The
What with his
world said no.
never belt? Yeah.
The world said no. The world
So
said no.
they scrapped his Kenta match.
No, they didn't.
Did it not?
No, he beat Kenta.
Oh,
And then
okay.
got the shot.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then Kenta was stuck in the battle royal.
Yep. One
Oh, boy.
person main event the show, the other got chucked out.
So that was a little bit of a bookkeeping just to keep the title match on the dome,
Yep.
which is fair enough.
Correct.
Should we start with the Kapow Rumble?
I mean, we can start with Kapow Rumble, or we can go back to the Summer Struggle cards. That's up to you.
Oh yeah, there's more cards, isn't there? Fuck.
Yeah. So
We'll backpedal more to Summer
Alright.
Struggle.
starting with Summer Struggle and Sapporo, we had the main matches were El Desperado retained the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Taiji Ishimori. I don't remember this match very well. I think it was good.
Neither do I.
I think it was pretty good. Oh yeah,
I imagine.
this had the really cool spot where they rolled through and then Ishibo and then
Oh yeah, it was the Pinche Loco. Then it's like into the bone lock. Yeah.
yeah, that and also the double Pin J Loco where he like hit one
Mhm.
and then rolled through into another one.
That was very nice.
So Desperado retained, making defense number
The-
2, and on the show he
the
was
main
also
Sorry, the main problem that I have with what seems to be happening with the lack of depth in the junior division.
Hmm.
We have a lot of junior champion challenges for the tag belts, and the tag belts get thrown around so often that it's just a new team each time. So we end up with multiple variations of tag champs challenging the singles champion, and it all blurs together.
yeah.
And it's not very good at making a memorable feud,
It is very
in my opinion.
Yep, no, all the feuds are very memorable.
It's a lot of it's to with Hiromu's injury. A lot of it is to just tick over time.
Yes.
Like, we've got to fill cards because we're booking double the amount of cards because we're running half capacity,
Yes, correct.
which is not very good.
No, it is not. We also, and then, and also on the show, I think it was either just before this or just afterwards, Robbie Eagles made a video saying he was coming to
Mhm.
Japan to challenge whoever won that match, and obviously that
Mhm.
being Desperado, which made a match for, what's it called?
The Dome Show.
The Dome Show, Wrestle Grand Slam, and yeah, that happened.
That was cool.
Yeah.
The other matches that happened on Struggle.
Well, the next major match was Dangerous Tekkers making defending the IWGP Tag Team Championships against Tetsuya Naito and Sonata.
Okay.
This was the first one.
For starters,
Hmm.
Naito firmly down in the mud. Like we say, Tanahashi down in mid card 2021. Naito going for tag
Yep.
with Sandana, while Shingo, as fresh as it is, has usurped his spot as main event.
Yep.
That's a mid cardening if I've ever seen it.
Indeed, it is.
As much as they tried to picture the tag belts as somewhat more prestigious, a little bit
Yep.
in this time
Yep.
when they've cut out all their other belts and half the people are either in the US or whatever.
Yep.
It's not, the booking is not working.
No, it's not great.
Mm.
The next problem came with the result of this match. Tetsuya Naito and
Yeah.
Sonata defeated Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi to win the IWGP Tag Team Championships.
We were so happy when Tekka's won the belts back from God, weren't we?
Yeah. And then
We were
they
very
said, no,
happy.
fuck your happiness.
They said, you know what? Zero defenses for you again.
Zero. Well, no. I mean, the first one they had was like 2 defenses. This is
Oh
only
yeah,
this is only the
oh yeah,
second
they
round.
fucked around with Hashi and Goto, didn't they?
Yeah, Hashi and Goto, and they also beat Golden Ace in a rematch. And then they lost the belts to
Those were things that happened.
yeah, and then they lost the belts to God at Mania at Wrestle Kingdom.
But it's like, you know what? We're gonna hot potato them belts a little bit more.
Indeed. Yeah, not a fan of Naito and Sonata winning the tag belts at all.
Sanada now 3-time tag champion, 3-time never 6-man champion, 2-time World Tag League winner.
0 singles.
No
wins.
no singles anything.
Goose egg. Can't win a tournament.
Duck egg.
Just
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Barren fields.
Mm.
Ain't no harvest for you.
Nothing for him. Nothing for him at all.
Other metaphors for zilch.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
Oh dear.
And that was Sapporo. I don't know. What do you think of that?
All these cards just blend together, and I don't remember anything that
Oh, you
happens
think
in
those
all of
cards
them.
blend together? Wait till we go to Osaka.
Oh,
So, in Osaka, they did the biggest brain move ever of having on night 1 Sonata versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Tetsuya Naito versus
oh, it's
Taichi.
this. Oh
And
God.
then on night 2,
Oh
you
no.
had Zack Sabre Jr. versus Naito and Sonata versus Taichi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
memorable.
Traditionally in Nuge tag booking, you will occasionally see like the obligatory split off into 2 singles matches.
Yeah.
So, for example, wrestler A from each tag team face off, wrestler B from each tag team face off, and then that's it. And then they have the tag title match.
Yes.
Makes sense. Every company does it. It's whatever.
It's fine. I enjoy it usually.
I have never quite seen the. Not only does wrestler A face wrestler A, then B face B, but also A faces B and B faces A.
Mm.
I have never seen that in my life.
It gets funnier with the results.
It really does.
So Sonata and Zack Sabre Jr. wrestled to a double pinfall.
Okay, I like that because their matches have been such like grapple fuck tech matches.
Mm.
That I like it. I think this is like one of the only pairings that a double pin can actually work.
The funniest part was like the backstage comments of like, "No, I kicked out. No, I kicked out." It's just like, all right, okay. Sonata actually talking in this feud is both weird but also really funny because
Yeah.
he's having to speak and say things.
Oh no, I have to actually promo.
Yeah, he's actually
My
not doing
God.
bad. Yeah, and then main event, Taichi defeated Tetsuya Naito with a Black Mephisto.
Aichi is only able to beat Naito when nothing is on the line.
Mm.
Really.
Well,
In singles.
in singles, yes. We'll get to that later. um, but yeah, no, Taichi defeated Tetsuya
So that was our
Naito.
first one, and then second round of singles matches.
Second round, Sonata defeats Taichi with an Okada on a bridge.
Yeah.
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 And then just to put Zack even further in the dust with a double pinfall, Tetsuya Naito
Uh-huh.
defeats Zack Sabre Jr. with Destino.
I don't get the Zack push sometimes.
It is it a
It,
push?
it's that's a fair point. Calling it a push is optimistic.
Yeah, it's like
He started off quite good and had like these monster tournament runs.
killed
Like
Shibata.
that was like his thing. Like he could wreck you in a tournament and score
Yeah,
big. Won New
I mean
Japan
he still
Cup.
does really well in tournaments. He gets like
Yeah, but
10
like
points in G1, like
he
18
got
points
like
in tag
12 on
league.
like his first or second one,
In his
right?
second one where he upset Naito in the final night. Mm,
But since then, it's kind of he's challenged for a bunch of belts, hasn't won them.
mm.
Only thing he's done since is win tag with Taichi, which arguably, well, the Tekka's is the best thing they have.
It's quite good. Mm. It's their
It's
best team,
carrying the promotion,
indeed.
but it just feels like they're kind of
Mm.
they have something and they're not quite using it optimally
Yeah,
in Zach.
indeed. I agree. I agree. Um,
Part of that might come from so we have an obligatory limit on top gaijin spots.
that's the thing. It's not even top gaijin spots anymore because I don't think they're looking at it that like that anymore. A lot of time it just seems like if you're, it's like a level of like you can only get to this level if you're a dojo guy and if we think you're cool. Cause
If you're either a dojo guy or
like
Okada brought you in, or yeah.
yeah, cause like you look at someone like Kenta, he's kind of in that same spot as Zack.
Oh yeah,
You look at like someone like not who else am I thinking of? Uh,
it's a bit difficult in the heavyweight because someone who does buck that trend in a way is Ishimori, but that's junior, so there's already a cap there anyway.
even then, yeah, that's junior. That's different. That's like completely
Yeah, and
different.
then he's already been usurped by Phantasmo, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Really?
and like I mean, I guess he's an outsider, but like still, they've always done that with the junior division where they've kind of pushed
Yeah, yeah.
outsiders over.
And that's why it's like it's kind of a buck, kind of not.
Yeah, but like you look at like Sonata, Kenta, Saber.
Oh yeah, Sonata wasn't. He's not a New Japan
No,
guy either, is he?
he's All Japan, then Wrestle One, and then New Japan.
Yeah.
Technically, he's still a freelancer. Um,
Is he? Is he really not like exclusive signed yet?
I don't think official. I don't think he's ever
I
officially
thought he
signed.
was.
I don't think he's ever officially signed. I think like the only two guys who you could probably say are like, oh, these are two outsiders who like they kind of did push, Osprey and Shingo, and that's like
Yes. Yes.
because like Osprey, yeah,
For
yeah,
Osprey, it's like he got the Okada rub, didn't he?
Osprey's like he got the Okada rub, and also like he wasn't a dojo boy, but he paid his dues in the junior division before
Yeah,
going
I'd say
heavyweight.
the main one that come in is Shingo, where it's
Shingo,
like,
where he just kind of
oh
runs.
holy shit, we need to actually push him mega hard
Yeah, and he kind of, and even
because
then though,
oh
like
lord,
I think the difference is there is he had his legacy built in another Japanese promotion, but then again, you can also look at Kenta and Sonata, who are two guys who were
hmm
built in Noah and Old Japan respectively. Like it's clear they really want to push people who they feel are loyal, are for
yeah,
one loyal, and for two like I don't know. It's a weird trend. They're either like just specific guys who could do the New Japan main event style, and even
it's
then like
part of why they, even though you say we don't have it anymore, the top Gaijin spot has always been really difficult to hold down.
I mean, well, we have it still. It's Jay,
Well, yeah,
but
but
like
like we've seen Devitt go, we've seen Styles go, we've seen Omega go, but now with Jay, they actually have a young boy
yeah.
dojo prospect to fill that role.
And no matter how many rumors we get online of oh Triple H wants to
He's
sign
not
Jay White,
he's not
he's not
leaving.
leaving.
No,
Like
no,
yeah, he's it's like when we
no, no, no,
whenever
no.
we see like the Naito rumors or the Okada rumors, it's like come on.
That a lot of people like that they'll see what happened with the past Bullet Club leaders and they'll think that he'll leave as well. It's like this is Jay is a different case,
Jay is a very different case and a very good case.
incredibly.
I
Yes,
actually have some more things to talk about him later.
positive things actually.
Ah, kinda. They just involve him.
I think positive.
You think positive? Okay.
He is present.
He is present. He's there.
He is
Yeah.
there.
So moving on through more of the Summer Struggle Tour, we have I don't where was this in Nagoya. We have Tomohiro Ishii and Evil. They went one on one. Evil won. I didn't watch this. I
Neither did I.
I
No.
did not care. Um,
Was this building up to or coming out of the 6-man title match with Yujiro and like Dick to go?
so what happened was we had Ishimori, Yujiro, Dick Togo, and Evil challenge for 6 man. They lost.
Yeah.
Then but Evil in the backstage corner was like, "Oh, I'm not done with Ishii." And then we had the dad's challenge for six man, and then after that, Evil attacked Ishii. He didn't, and he said he didn't give a shit about six man. Going back to his character, why the fuck did you challenge for six man in the first place? Then,
Yeah, true.
and then like, and then now then he challenged Ishii to a singles match, and they did this. They're doing the singles match here. Yeah, it looks like Yujiro
Match that happened.
helped, did an assist to help Evil get the win. With,
Ugh.
so yeah,
Once
that's
again, Evil shouldn't need the dumb run-ins.
he needed both Yujiro and Dick Togo to beat Tomohiro
Ah,
Ishii.
to beat Ishii,
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
what's
Um,
happening? That's
um, and then we get
As Bullet Club people go, all of them have done like the cheatsy shenanigans, run in, whatever.
mm,
They've all done it. Why not do something different with Evil?
yeah,
Please.
Evil does it the
Come
most
on.
out of anybody now,
He
though.
does it the most, and he should do it the least.
Yeah,
I don't know what's happening.
it's very, very, very strange. Um, and in the main event, Hiroshi Tanahashi defeats Kenta. Uh, Pseudo number one contenders match to take Ibushi's spot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, I think there's a good chance had Ibushi not gone down, Kenta would have won this and probably would have challenged instead of Evil. But I think they,
Was this match? Did this match take place after Ibushi was pulled?
yes, just before, just after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because
Potentially, yeah.
yeah, and I think that makes more sense because Evil has already lost to Shingo this year in NJC.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Shingo retains and chained over Tanahashi,
Ugh.
and then is
Yeah.
facing Evil next. Um, but I think Kenta makes more sense logically since he wasn't doing anything. They kind of brought him up.
He makes sense in the fact that Shingo hasn't beaten him this year
Yeah,
yet.
and also he isn't on Resurgence, which would be something you would theoretically want to put him
Oh
on.
yeah, yeah.
Like, so it seemed like it would make sense for him to do the September show. But
It would if he was going to be on there, you'd want the New Japan Cup USA winner to be there.
he also felt really out of place in the Rumble, like really out of
That
place.
that was very clearly like a what the fuck do we do with you?
What do we do? You gotta get you on the
What do we
card.
do with you? You
Uh,
don't belong here
you shouldn't be here.
with the doldrums.
They kind of had to put him on there, and
Yeah,
yeah, that Rumble is very sad.
unfortunate.
There's
Unfortunate.
so many people who should
Oh.
not have been in that Rumble and were.
Oh.
All right. And then after the match, Tanahashi made the challenge, and he challenged Shingo, or said he would, if Ibushi wasn't available, he would face Shingo in his place, which he did.
Mm-hmm.
And that leads us to Wrestle Grand Slam in the Tokyo
Wrestle
Dome.
Grand Slam
Firstly,
show
before
named show number 12,000 this year.
yes, before we get into the actual matches and the results,
Mm-hmm.
this fucking setup was so goddamn bad. The entire show, I just kept hearing people complain about the lights being on. The It was so bad. It was terrible.
So you know how for like Wrestle Kingdom, the lights are not on,
Yeah.
and how hype it is when an entrance happens. You see all the lights and the smoke machines and the pyro, and it's really cool.
Yep.
This grand spectacle of being in the Tokyo Dome.
Mm.
This didn't feel like a grand wrestling event. This felt like we're off to the bingo.
It was so bad. Like the green as well looked awful.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like the
Also-
charm. I know they kind of it was supposed to be. It was kind of similar to Summer Struggle last year when Jingu, where it looked like
Yeah,
it
but that
looked-
was cool because that's an open arena.
yeah, it's a baseball stadium.
Yeah.
It's different. I understand.
I liked Jingu as a venue. I thought that was a really cool new place to be.
Yeah,
Last
whereas
year.
this was just like, oh, let's go to the Tokyo Dome, but let's make it.
Also, do
nice.
you know what also really didn't help?
Mm.
All of the the tiered seats were empty.
Yeah, it was.
There was so many empty seats. I know that's partially because capacity limits and stuff, whatever. But surely, if you're someone like in logistics with Nuge, you'd look at that and say, "Please turn off the lights so people don't see all the empty seats."
Mm. It's yeah. I hated the setup. All right, into the. All right, let's talk about the New Japan Rambo, and let's talk about first of all.
This
I
handcuff rule, Rambo.
so let's talk about all the people who were in this that shouldn't have been.
Most of
Grayson
them.
O'Khan.
Yeah.
Okay, I know I love Doki, but yeah, okay, fine.
Oh well, yeah. The
Yeah,
Doki's the hero that props everything up. Okay.
yeah. Minoru Suzuki. Show.
Oh
Yo.
Jesus. Ah.
Nagata. Kojima.
Okay. The dad's kind of
Yeah,
whatever.
fine, but after like they've kind of built up Kojima recently, I don't think he should have been in it. Like
Probably not.
Tomohiro Ishii,
Yeah.
Hiroki Goto.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say Hashi because they don't think highly of Hashi. They should, but they don't.
He's a six man goat though.
He is, but Kenta.
All okay, Kenta's the biggest one.
Yeah, all of those
The
guys were in this match.
I think
Why?
part of it's because they are doing these shorter shows because of COVID,
Yeah.
where there's just way less matches on the card. There's only like 5 or 6, and most of them will be singles matches.
Mm.
So obviously,
Indeed.
there's going to be a lot more guys that would typically have a more prominent match dedicated to them have nothing to do.
You make a good point, but then also, if you're gonna put all these guys in, don't have Chase Owens win.
is
Is it that hard?
is it that time to discuss the chase of the Owens?
Okay, yeah. So, firstly, why? Like, I know there's a storyline behind it,
um,
but still, like they've been
how
built
long has Toriano been Capao champion? A year,
of almost yeah, basically a year if you
pretty
count both
much.
of them.
If
Yeah,
you count last year's
yeah. Mm.
ends to chase Owens with his Texas belt and his tights that don't
So
fit.
Yano had the Kapow for a total of 317 days, and he lost to Chase Owens.
I know this is like supposed to be a comedy thing that doesn't really mean anything,
Yeah.
but when you've already taken away other accolades that people could win, and the Never title currently being in the US,
Mm.
you can't you look at the other people in this match.
And they said, let's give it to Chase Owens.
They said no, Chase Owens, that's our guy.
Like, and I hate this even more because have you seen the rumors that have been spread by one Mr. Davey Meltzer?
No, I have not.
The rumors in the rumor mill are this is the beginning of New Japan's attempt to create to build Chase Owens into a credible like low mid card middle tier wrestler, and he's going to be in the G1 and Climax.
I've heard the G1 rumors. I hate it. Regarding a push for Chase Owens, that's not necessarily a surprise. He challenged Juice for the US title at the New Japan Cup Finals 2019.
That was 2 years ago. I am not.
That was okay. Yeah, that was a while ago. He's generally been in that kind of. He'll get like a fair few pins in undercard tags and whatever.
Mm.
Guy, like there was that mini kind of rivalry with him and Shingo about trying to get the most like pinfall wins of the year
Yes.
in like 2019, I think it was. So
Yeah.
there's been really tiny little breadcrumbs of push
My
for
problem
Chase.
is though, that was pre speaking out, and
That
with
was
all
pre-speaking out. That was pre-COVID.
yeah, with all the shit that has happened since then,
Uh-huh.
and they are still saying, we got Kenta, we got Goto, we got Ishii, we got Suzuki, we got Sho, Okan, who just came back, who's really over with the fans. Let's give the fucking thing to Chase Owens.
Let's give the thing to Chase Owens. Okan also being a returning young boy that has not had, aside from a victory over Naito in the New Japan Cup, hasn't really had much of a shine.
Mm.
Really, he's been doing well, but he hasn't had that big win to properly establish himself.
Yeah,
Not really.
it's fucking annoying, and I don't care if you're a fan of Chase Owens, even if you look past what all his allegations, or if you just think they're just allegations. This is stupid. This is ridiculous. You have so many good people on your roster, and this is what you choose to do. All right.
It's also
Yeah.
minor other thing.
Mhm.
Out of all of your Bullet Club members that you have in Japan, Evil is currently in a world title program. Ishimori and Phantasmo, current junior tag team champions. Spoiler for Grand Slam, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
And now Chase Owens is Kapow. Kenta, nothing.
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
If you're gonna push Bullet Club more,
Kenta currently is doing the same amount of things in Bullet Club as Yujiro Takahashi.
and I know that they want to do this whole like, oh, Chase like was chasing the Kapow thing earlier in the year, whatever, blah 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 blah.
Nobody cares.
How funny would it be to have Yano and Kenta in a feud?
It'd be hilarious. It'd be great.
How they would make that amazing.
Mm.
Because Kenta is a brilliant.
He's great. He's a great comedy. Like,
Even though Kapow is a weird ass comedy thing,
it would work with Kenta though.
it would
Because
be like the Bo Staff
Kenta's
bits
kind of
with Hash.
perfect for it though, because it's a
Yeah.
comedy thing, but Kenta adds that legitimacy to it that kind of Yano doesn't have. He's still he can do comedy and he's a comedic character, but he is able to make it seem important.
If they're trying to push, if this is actually trying to push Chase Owens as a mid card guy, it's the Kapow doesn't have the legitimacy to give him that.
Yeah.
If Kenta does it, he can bring it to that.
Exactly. It's quite dumb, and
Yeah.
I can't say I'm a fan of it.
And Chase Owens in the G1, part of me thinks it might be because a lot of the guys they want in there aren't there. But even then, does not invoke excitement. It's kind of it really invokes that kind of Doc Gallows in the G1 of like.
Even then, though, Doc
2050.
Gallows
Even
is...
Doc Gallows is a big dude and is better.
And also, by that point, Gallows had won World Tag League and had been IWGP Tag Champ a couple times. Like,
yeah. Was much more
that's
established as a
like
thing.
instead of Texas Heavyweight title, which doesn't mean anything. And
Also, I don't think
this.
he's actually Texas Heavyweight Champion. He's just holding the belt.
Well, he didn't beat anyone for it. They just kind of gave him.
No, I think his gimmick is just that he has the belt, but he's not the champion,
That's very stupid.
which is even more hilarious.
Yeah. Well, hilarious, painful, more.
Hilarious in a very sad, bad way.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the good stuff of
Actual
Wrestle Grand Slam,
matches.
because this was actually outside of that Rambo, it was a good show. It was pretty,
Yeah,
I
not too bad.
enjoyed it. So
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
match I didn't really get to see the full thing of, the IWGP Junior Tag Team Title opener. El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori defeated the Mega Coaches to retain the titles. El Phantasmo, I believe, hit the CR2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a little pre-match comment regarding our our grievances about the lights.
Mm.
So I remember we were watching this
Phantasmo,
before
yeah.
this match was on. You said to me, "Oh God, El Phantasmo's entrance is going to be so bad with the lights on."
Yep.
However, not to be outdone, our boy El Phantasmo worked that into his entrance, and
He's
he
so
was
good.
pissed off that his entrance was so bad.
Yeah. Listen, El Phantasmo, I don't care. Everyone's like,
He gets it. He gets it.
People are like, oh, he's just a generic, heel. It's like, no, he's actually really smart. Like, he actually plays into things.
In a very self-aware manner, he does all of those heel things that you'd expect a generic heel to do, but he does it so over the top that it works.
Yeah. It's great, and I love it. And, like, I do also, I know people think it's stupid, but I do love the whole, there's nothing in my boot. Because they proved that there was nothing in his boot.
The loaded boot gimmick.
And it's just like, nah, bro, I can just super kick really hard. And that's the greatest thing.
Fantastic.
Everyone's like, loaded boot, and he's just like, nah, I can just super kick really hard, cunt. What are you
So
gonna do?
this tag match was enjoyable. However,
I heard
As-
it had, to put it how I would say it, I heard it had Noah Jr. tag syndrome.
oh yeah, oh yeah, where you'd think, okay, nice opener, like solid, like 15 minutes, no problem. in, out, go. This match was about 25 minutes.
20 minutes 56 seconds.
It felt like half an hour.
Mm. It was
You
probably
could
like
feel this was a long boy, and you could feel it.
it was probably
That's
half an hour with
very.
entrances. To be
That's a
fair.
very yes.
Mm.
As we've seen in the New Japan shows where they have less matches, the matches go longer than they already are.
Oh, this one.
This one, I could feel it. It was fun. It was really good. Rocky and Phantasmo, great stuff.
Mm.
It overstayed its welcome.
I wasn't even talking about like just this match. I meant this show because none of
Oh, the show. Every match was like,
no match
oh boy,
went below 19 minutes. So
Jesus,
that gives
good
you an
lord.
idea.
Overall, good opener. Let down by how long it was, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
So as I had said, Noah Junior Tag Syndrome. Next,
Yeah.
probably the best part of the show because it got me hyped. It kind of carried me through the rest of the show, so maybe that helped it. But IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, Robbie Eagles defeats El Phantasmo via submission to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Holy fucking shit! Did not see that coming.
Neither did I. It was great.
I thought we were just gonna hold out and hold station until Hiromu gets back and whatever, but no.
Nope.
Our boy, our Aussie
Robert.
boy, Sniper of the Skies, gets it done. Match was
Good.
different.
I liked it. There's a lot
This
of legwork.
was this
It
was
was.
very much a we're both working each other's leg and we're both dying.
It makes sense though because both do
Yeah.
have leg targeting submission finishers with Eagles.
As someone who enjoys smart limb work, I don't just enjoy limb work because it can get very overdone. This was smartly done. If you like good psychology, this was a great match.
Yep. If you don't,
Fantastic stuff.
if you
And
like,
Robbie is a phenomenal babyface.
indeed, it's incredible. It's great.
There were so many spots where it's like, oh no, he's gonna lose, but he didn't.
He didn't lose, and then when Despy tapped out
Hmm.
and Eagles was given the belt, it was the VC.
We were elated.
It was great. Now, not to
To
say
see
we don't love,
the first.
not to say we don't like Desperado because we do. We love Desperado.
This was a win-win either way because it's both my boys.
Yeah, El Desperado was great, and his reign was really enjoyable. Can't really say a bad thing about it.
The fact that he got a reign was a victory in and of itself.
Yes, he'll probably win. I have a feeling. I don't think this Eagles reign is going long. Unfortunately, I feel like
You know what? We've had the title win. That's fine.
yeah, I
I'll
feel
take
like Hiromu's taking the belt back at
And then
MetLife.
Despy wins posture.
Despy wins Boston, and then we get Hiromu Despy for the belt at WrestleMania.
Yeah, most likely. But either way, Eagles winning. Fun
It's good.
surprise. Love it. Good stuff.
I feel
First
like also-
Australian to win the belt?
First Australian to win the IWGP Junior title, yes. He is. No other Australian has ever accomplished that.
That's incredible.
I don't know if he's the first Australian champion in New Japan history ever. There might be somebody else, but I feel like
He'll be
he
one
is.
of the first if he isn't.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else. So, yeah, this was his first championship in New Japan as well, which is big accomplishment.
Yes.
They didn't give him six.
I remember we were really hype on his after his big like babyface turn, joining Chaos, facing Osprey, facing Boner Soldiers. He had that great challenge for the 6-man titles.
Yeah.
With Goto Ishii, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we thought that's where he's gonna like get his big push. He didn't quite. This was a fantastic crowning moment to legitimize him.
To be fair,
Because he kind of needed it a little bit.
The good news about Eagles not getting the belt was that Hashi got the belt, which kind of did better for him in the long run as well.
Yeah. Overall, this was the best of both worlds.
Yeah, Eagles got something, Hashi got something, which is great for both, and it's incredible. It's great. I can't say a bad thing about it. It's incredible.
Love it.
Yeah. Next up, dude, I am so happy to say, Rainmaker Okada is kind of back. For the most part.
Okay. If he has a good G1, I will say that he's back.
Yeah. But this was great.
But this was shades of the Okada that we don't hate.
Yeah. So this was Kazuchika Okada versus Jeff Cobb. Okada won, obviously, but in a way that protected Cobb because they did have Cobb. They didn't really have Okada definitively
It wasn't.
beat.
It wasn't Moves of Doom, Rainmaker win.
No, it was I have to roll you up to beat you, which is
It was with the Jericho roll up.
yeah, which is
He
kind
watched
of
that. He watched that Shiozaki Muto. It's like, yeah,
yeah, I could do that. Dun, dun, dun,
it protected
dun,
Cobb,
dun.
and Cobb needed the protection because
Yeah,
he's been firmly the gatekeeper that loses
it's not even,
this
that's
year.
weird that he's the gatekeeper when it's
I
just him and
know.
Okan at this point. Like
Well, we would say that him and Okan should be tag champs right now.
they should, but they're doing weird shit
They're
with the
not.
tag right now. I don't
It's
know what's going
strange.
on.
Either way, Cobb he's having that kind of falling upwards thing where
Yes.
he's losing, but he's still getting the big matches, having great matches, and now it's like, okay, we have to protect him a bit because he's really good.
Yeah. Jeff Cobb's great, and this
Once
was
again,
fun.
I'm validated in my mid years of Jeff in top 5.
Yeah, Cobb's definitely like turned himself around. I think this year, and especially like well from last year's G1 basically to this year, he's been doing
Hmm.
just really great, and I've been really enjoying a lot of his work. Hopefully it translates to title success. Um, I
Here's
will.
what I think for Cobb:
Mm,
have a really strong G1 run.
mm.
Could I push to 10 points? I'd like to
I
see 10
think
points.
I think after last year where he got to 8, and then on the final night he lost to Yujiro, he needs to get 10 points this year.
10 would be nice. 10 is when you're pushing, like, all right, you're upper mid, you're solidified, good.
Mm,
Like, you're above the kind of people that are just in the middle.
yeah.
Have that, and then him and Okan dominate Tag League.
Mm,
Then win the tag belts at Wrestle Kingdom.
mm. Okay.
That's what we need.
That would be very cool. Yes, indeed.
Or if a certain Aaron Hanare is in whatever, have him in Tag League, then Cobb just do single stuff and hopefully win a belt. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Please.
I have an idea for which belt he could
I'm
win, and
just
I'll get into
I
that in
just,
a bit.
I just wanted to win a belt, please.
Mm. But this is good. I'm not a fan of them immediately doing the rematch.
They're doing a rematch for quite soon, actually.
September 4th. So night one
Okay.
of MetLife. Wrestle Grand Slam in
I
Saitama.
Yeah, I think their reasoning was, oh, Okada didn't get a definitive win over Cobb, therefore rematch.
Yeah, I think that's the
I
idea that they're going
think,
with. Yeah,
AKA, we need a big singles match to fill the card
we need a big main event for night one because
once
the world
again.
title's on night two. So
There's so, there is so much booking here that would be so much better if there
with
was an
the,
Intercontinental Championship.
but hey, that's just a theory. Okay, no, all right. But yeah, no, I agree. I agree. There should be an intercontinental. But then again, it's Okada, so like,
Well, okay, even then with Okada, there's so many just singles matches that are thrown together,
mm,
like Evil Ishii,
mm,
whatever, something. These tag bits with Naito and Zack and Taichi,
yep,
all these other things. Kenta Tanahashi.
yep.
If there was an IC title, it would be way spicier.
Mm,
But just singles matches to have singles matches
yeah.
when we have a G1 coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Um, my other theory though, and this one is a bit out there, I'll admit, um, is that if Cobb wins at Saitama, there is a chance. I'm not
They do
saying
a
it's.
third one in the G1
They're gonna do. I think if they do a third one, the G1, then
or
it has to be
G1
either.
finals.
Yeah, it either has to be G1 finals or it has to be
Whoa.
block finals. Because like I don't think you
Okay,
can.
block finals I could definitely see. If that's like full finals, whoa.
Yeah, if it's full finals, that's a massive rub for
That's a
Cobb.
huge. That's like Carl Anderson level of like, oh
Yeah,
boy, you won your block.
yeah, it's
Holy
big.
shit.
It would be a massive like jump for Cobb though to go
I would love that.
like I feel like this might have been meant for Osprey.
Maybe.
'Cause
Yes.
it seems like that would be what they were trying to do.
Well, like with Osprey out, it's only natural. Like, okay, we bump up one of your stable guys, so we still keep that
Mm,
block booking intact.
yeah, it just comes down to if they're gonna
Yeah.
do if they're gonna put Cobb to that level. The other more boring option is Cobb could just be there to play spoiler for Okada in G1 and get his 10 points by eliminating Okada in the final night.
That's a lot more boring,
Not impossible.
but more likely.
Yeah.
It depends on who you actually have winning G1. Like, do you have Okada win the G1 this year?
I know it's not going to be Jay. That's all I can really
Well,
say.
no. Yeah.
I feel like right now it could be Okada, it could be Ibushi for a third one, honestly. Like
Ugh.
pre Ammonia, I would say, yeah, no, Ibushi's not going to win this, but since he missed out on his title matches, they might do it. They might.
Oof. Naito? But Naito's in the tag bollocks now.
Naito, if they wanna, I mean, yeah, but Ibushi was in the tag stuff last year. Like, they do random shit. Like, Sonata could fucking pull it out if they really
Oh.
want to finally give him something.
Oh, what? Shingo Sanada as your Tokyo Dome main event?
Yeah.
Oh,
That sounds so.
goodness.
You guys wanted Lij versus Lij,
Okay.
right?
I know how. I know it's kind of like, aha, Okada win, lol, boring. But
Yeah.
if it's Okada Cobb as the G1 finals, I would love that. And a Shingo Okada rematch at the Dome, sure.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. There could just be the chance of like, oh, outsider picking fucking Kento or Okan or somebody surprises us and just like takes the whole thing. I don't think
I
that'll
mean,
happen.
they'd be elevated from where they currently are, which is good.
It would be cool. Uh, but like, I don't know if there's anyone who I could see just like, oh yeah, this guy could win G1. I think if Osprey was around, I could say, yeah, you know what,
Yeah.
he could like do it. But like, there isn't really anybody who can just be like, oh, I'm gonna super shoot myself into the fucking main event of Wrestle Kingdom. It's like,
Well,
can't see
for
it.
like the last year or so, your main prediction has been Jay White for this year's G1.
It was, and then he won never.
It was. Then he won Never, and now he's in Impact.
Yeah,
So...
and I was just like, okay, no,
yeah, no,
mind.
never mind.
And now it's just like it's so much more open. I
Mhm.
hope it is just Jay. Honestly, that would be like easier. I mean, like just have him drop
So,
never. Like he'll
okay.
probably lose. But I feel like
Nah,
I feel like what's gonna happen is
Naito won G1 as Never.
oh fuck.
Did he win it as Never, or did he win
Yeah,
Never
he won it
after?
as never. Well, no, wait, no,
Oh.
he didn't. He didn't win the actual G1 as never. He won never in a briefcase versus title match for the.
Oh yeah, that was with Tanaka, wasn't
With
it?
Tanaka. Tanaka ended up.
Ah!
Tanaka has a habit of putting belts on the line against other people's stuff, and I will talk about that later. But
Oh yeah, let's
yeah,
go. So anyway, that's our brief G1 interlude.
yeah.
Shall we get on to the semi-main of the
Semi-main
show?
event. Dangerous Tekkers versus Los Ingobernables de Japón for the IWGP Tag Team titles. Dangerous Tekkers
Rematch.
win the belts back with a European clutch on Tetsuya Naito from Zack.
I would like to draw your attention to the time code of this
37 minutes, 58 seconds.
Jesus Christ!
It's so long.
No one asked for that.
No. It was good, but it was long as fuck.
It was so long.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy
Also-
Tekkers won the belts back, but why switch the belts in the first
Exactly. Why
place?
take them off them in the first place?
Why not just
Are we
do...
are we just flip flopping belts to have a title change on the big show?
I guess they're stat padding Zack, because Taichi
Eh.
didn't need it. Zack,
No.
I guess, needed it, because...
Zack, not really.
It's so weird. They're doing these...
Are we that low on teams, really, that we have to flip flop it?
This is what happens when we get rid of the IC title.
This is what happened.
This is what happens when we get rid of the IC title. Because these four
Oh,
guys could all
terrible.
be like around the IC title, but instead they
Yes.
semi-main event is like
You know what? These exact four guys as like, right, this is our IC title lineage / feuds for the next year and a half, 2 years. That sounds great.
but no tag belts.
No, we're gonna fuck around with tag.
To be fair, they've been good matches,
Yes,
but
but one, it's a rematch.
it is.
Two, they're doing another one, right?
They're doing a three-way this time. They've added Goto and Hashi into the mix.
Okay, 3-way. One, we're doing that Never Six-Man Champions challenge the tag belts again.
Mm.
And one, it's another flippy floppy whatever.
Listen, I would be madder about this if the Never Six-Man title match wasn't so fucking cool. But like,
Okay, that's a dub. That's a dub.
yeah,
But overall, we've been calling for the tag belts to have better booking for years.
yeah.
It's not happening.
No. Well, if they're
Not
trying at least, kind of.
There's more. There's not God,
It's not
which
God.
is a plus.
That's
There you
better
go.
than nothing.
That's about it. That's
Yeah.
what we got. This match went way too long. Good, but bloody hell, no one asked for 40 minutes of this.
Yeah. Um. It was good. Tech has won the belts back. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't. Again, yeah, title change was pointless. The first title change was pointless, rather, because like just yeah, like they've done like champions beat a team and then team gets a rematch anyway before.
Yeah.
So like
Just like why did Naito and Sonata need to win them?
they stat padding.
What was the point? It was very silly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah.
And in the main event, really fun match. IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Shingo Takagi makes his first defense, tying the all-time record.
Oh
by,
my lord.
by beating Tanahashi to retain the title.
Yeah.
So Shingo Takagi is currently tied for most defenses and is the longest reigning IWGP World Heavyweight
What
Champion
an
of all
absolute goat.
time.
Absolute goat.
Keep in mind there have been 3 reigns, but that's besides the point.
So,
Um,
like their never match, this was really, really, really good.
it was great. Yeah.
Tanahashi once again defying the sands of time
Yeah. He's not going to be able to
to
walk.
become main event, or he's not going to do that for much longer. But
No, in 10 years, everyone, you know how like Keiji Muto is like dust knees? Tanahashi's gonna be that, but like he's gonna be trying to wrestle, but he's got like crutches.
his, his dust everything.
He just can't move, but he keeps
Yeah.
trying. He gets like Kaito Kiyomiya to carry him in nowhere. So,
Oh,
like Junta Miyawaki versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. It's just
oh
like
my goodness.
that's what I'm picturing in like
Yeah,
10 years.
they're gonna milk all the main event bumps that they can out of Tanahashi before he dies,
And then he's gonna win the GHC title by roll
because they're
up.
gonna have to.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be great. You ready?
Oh, dear. Anyway,
Uh,
this was really, really good. Shingo once again is the GOAT of this
yep.
year.
After the match, Shingo Takagi was
Oh boy.
attacked by
Yeah.
Evil, and he was clearly challenged by Dick to Go for the IWGP.
There's a great shot of Dick to go holding the belt.
Dick to Go's holding the belt, and it's just like, okay,
It's like, oh my god.
Dick Togo, no.
Sadly, no. Dick to go has now confirmed in the junior heavyweight.
He's confirmed to be a junior heavyweight division.
After that, like year plus of what division is he in?
And honestly, that's just because they needed more teams for Super Junior
That's
Tag
just
League.
because they needed him for junior tag league. Either way, Evil is the next challenger. Whatever.
Yeah. You're not a fan?
It's really sad. It's really sad that Evil is at the point where it's like, whatever.
But it's like
'Cause I like him, but it's like, eh.
But this is like the least logical title match they could have done.
Yeah.
I get that he beat Ishii, but Shingo beat Evil already.
This man lost to Yano, lost the 6-man title match that he didn't want, lost a bunch of other times, lost to Shingo in the
Lost to
cup.
Okada. Lost to Shingo
Lost
in
to
New Japan
Okada.
Kata.
Why is this guy getting a shot again?
Lost to Sonata at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, he could get a shot.
Yeah, sure.
He beat Ishii. What do you mean? It's like, that's not an
Wow.
accomplishment. Like, when did it suddenly become that you have to beat Tomohiro Ishii to get a world title shot? Excuse
There you
me, you owe like everybody title matches.
In the biggest jump of logic, it's like, well, he won like a bunch of stuff last year. That's all I got.
Dumb.
That's all I got.
All right. Just before we move on to the rest of Summer Struggle and the second Wrestle
Yeah.
Grand Slam, I want to talk about something that is New Japan related but did not happen in New Japan. Well, 2 things that happened in New Japan that are New Japan related but did not happen in New Japan. Firstly, yeah, Jay White showed up at Slammiversary. Cool. Like,
Okay, actually,
yeah,
to brief jump across the pond to the Impact.
Yeah.
Jay White is the de facto babyface
in Impact, yeah,
in this feud.
yeah,
It's actually really good.
yeah. Like I told you guys, Jay White is a good babyface. Stop
He's
making
great.
him a
He's
heel.
cutting promos about how Anderson and Gallows and shit are riding off the Bullet Club thing from 2013. It's brilliant.
Well, they are.
Yeah,
He's not wrong.
he's right. He's right.
And then also he called them Bullet
Also,
Club's.
Chris Bay has joined Bullet Club.
Chris Bay has joined Bullet Club.
It's great. Oh,
Yeah.
babyface Jay White. Here we go.
I told you guys. Oh, I've been
I'm on
telling
board.
everybody. Jay White is a better babyface than he is a heel, but everyone's like, no, evil Switchblade man. It's just like, no,
Wow, wow, wow. It's like, nah, man.
nah.
Did you watch that excursion?
No. He's a
Did you watch
natural
those excursion
babyface.
matches?
Stop it.
So yeah,
Um,
he's the de facto babyface against the Super Elite, and oh my lord, I'm here for it. Even though he's probably going to lose the Never Belt to Kenneth.
Yeah, and then they'll probably do Kenneth J at Wrestle Kingdom for Never. I feel like that's the direction they're going.
At Wrestle Kingdom.
I reckon. I think Jay's gonna lose Never to Kenneth and then rematch at Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay. Do you see them doing this kind of Jay challenges for all of Kenny's belts?
No. I
No?
think he'll challenge for Impact. I think they'll do Never versus Impact.
Oh, like title for title, Impact, Never,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, because they're not
Okay.
gonna. I don't think they're gonna have. I think Hangman's coming up real fucking soon.
True.
So like, I do not see them doing like, oh, Kenny's gonna defend all of them versus the Never title. It's just like, bro, what are you doing?
Lamau.
The combined 4 belts is worth one
So-
Never open weight.
Yeah,
title.
what? Uno Never.
Uno.
It's like, who wins all of these championships amassed by one of the greatest wrestlers today, one of the best heels, or one Never boy?
One striky stiff boy. Yeah, no, they're gonna. I think it'll be Impact versus Never for um yeah.
So that's
And
one thing. What's this other thing you like to talk about?
John Moxley has lost the IWGP US title
Additional information.
to
Lost it.
Lanceford
In a
Archio
in an AEW ring.
in an AEW ring in a Texas death match
In
to
a
Lance Archer.
in a 1-for-1 rematch, both competitors and stipulation and championship from Wrestle Kingdom.
It was a good match, and I know you.
Yes.
I am, and I want to say, Lance winning the belts again, great. From a logical standpoint, what the fuck?
So it's the guy winning it isn't the problem.
No.
It's the optics of that guy winning right now where he is in relation to Moxley where he is.
Mm.
AKA neither of them are doing New Japan
wrestlers
stuff.
anymore. Well, I mean, Moxley's
The U-
kind of a New Japan wrestler still.
The US title's been defended more times on Dynamite than it has on New Japan stuff recently.
Yep.
Need I say more?
No, that's it. Yeah, I like Lance winning, but
Lance needed to win this because he's jobbed a lot in like the big match.
yeah,
So a lot of it to everyone, really.
Mm.
It's just the whole thing of we're very close to resurgence. Now that Mox doesn't have the belt, it's either they do something different with him, or, as brought up by you and other friends of the podcast, more cynically, they're just going to run a Lance Mox rematch where Moxley wins it back again.
yeah, and I think that's more likely.
Which would be incredibly depressing.
Cause like, who else is gonna beat him?
Juice, maybe. Again, Juice winning it isn't very exciting either.
This problem could have all been avoided if Mox had just lost the belt to
Kenta.
Kenta. Like,
Yeah.
and I hate this stupid like argument of Kenta's not on the level of Moxley. Fuck you.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You cannot tell me the guy who was talked about for fucking weeks and months after Wrestle Kingdom after he did one thing. He did
The guy
one
who's
thing.
already shown up and is familiar with the AW crowd.
People know Kenta. I
They
don't
know
want to get
him.
this. I don't get this bullshit argument that Kenta isn't on Moxley's level.
Kenta's
Because
one of these
first of all, no one's on Moxley's level. It's John fucking Moxley, idiots.
There was this whole argument of either Moxley has to lose to Archer because Archer needs the win, or Moxley's so universally above everyone that he simply can't lose the belt.
But that's
You should never book like that.
No, and also,
Everyone has to lose eventually to someone.
if Moxley is above everyone who would challenge for US, then like, okay, so Just don't have him
You
be
could make
U.S.
you
champion.
could make that argument when Moxley was the AEW World Champion.
Ex- yeah.
If you were making that argument, it's like, okay, fair enough. You don't want the AEW World Champion to be jobbing as his mid card. Okay, fine, whatever. Even then, when he's not in his home company, he should be able to lose a belt that isn't from his home company either.
It's the same. It's kind of a similar problem that Omega has with all the other belts. He can't lose the other belts until he loses World to Hangman. Like,
I don't like this optic of you're holding this X other company's belt, therefore you're restricting this other company's
but
booking
also,
just because of that.
also, it's specifically for AEW.
It's just for AEW.
Everyone's like, oh, AEW can't have their tops. So shut the fuck up. All right. I don't care that you don't think that AEW can't have can't have Moxley lose the US title to somebody. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like,
It's almost as if
you guys
having
had
Moxley
they had
lose
Moxley lose the world title to a fucking microphone shot. Shut the fuck up if you can't lose cleanly to someone like Kenta. Like, it's the most bullshit argument I've ever heard in my goddamn life, and it's stupid. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's very silly. It's almost as if having your top guy maybe take a loss that is a bit shocking. Almost if that does quite good
It's almost if it makes a star.
in general. Yeah.
It's almost like somebody who
This whole
did
thing
that.
of they can't lose to anyone. It's like, well, how are you ever going to push anyone then?
It's almost like
If someone's too big to lose and you say like they should never lose and they won't lose, it's like, well, they're not going to be top guy forever. They shouldn't be top guy forever. Why should they not take a loss?
bro, Keiji Muto should still be GHC heavyweight champion. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, I think fucking Kobashi should still be champion, man.
Bro, Mizawa's corpse should still be GHC. Like, no.
Jumbo Tsuruda should still be
Antonio
Ace of Horse
Inoki
Crown,
should still.
the argument can be so hyperbolic when you
It's
think
dumb.
about it.
Yeah, it's a bad argument.
Akayama should have never filled the void.
No, I've just been like, I'm just at like, I was stewing on it. I'm like, okay, I guess that's a reasonable argument. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, that's stupid. It's just
Okay, our optics of our Kenta should have won the belt, which he should have. That becomes even more validated if Moxley just wins the belt back.
exactly.
Because then the whole
then
thing of,
then your
ooh,
argument's gone.
Archer got his win. It's like, well, if he loses it back, that win
Yeah.
means jack shit.
The minute if they do Mox Archer at Resurgence and Mox wins, your fucking little AEW argument can fuck right off. Because I am not. I'm fucking sick of this shit. Like,
So you know how both their death matches have ended with the count.
yeah,
If they do the rematch, the only way that it's a good finish if Archer beats him clean as a whistle,
yeah.
as in
Otherwise, like,
pins him.
pins him 1, 2, 3. But they're not gonna do
EBD
that.
claw pin.
They won't do it though.
That they're not, because apparently Moxley's too big for that shit.
How
Even
do you
though
think Mox is gonna be in the
no one is too big for that shit.
No, you like that's like it's
He's not contracted. He's not a full-time New Japan guy.
It reminds me of like the Cena Ina thing. You know how like when everyone says, oh, nobody can beat John Cena, and it's like,
Yeah.
but he would still put guys over, and it would be a big deal. Like
Cena, yes, he won all of his world titles.
The
He also
way-
lost all of his world titles.
exactly, but you also look at it like if you look at the Ruthless Aggression era, right?
Yeah.
Cena was he was the top guy, but there were people who benefited from him being the top guy. Edge. benefited a lot. Edge. Like even if you go to the PG era, Punk. I know like he got
Randy.
Yeah. Like even Triple H. Like I don't think Triple H would be nearly as like high stock if he wasn't there. Batista even to a point did as well.
Anyone that could match up to be the foil to his hero character immediately got a massive rub by not only by being a rival, but by getting that occasional win over him.
Exactly. Like the idea that Moxley is too big to be beaten is a bad idea and a bad way to look at any wrestling company. Yes, people can be dominant, but people should still be able to win because upsets should be a thing.
I think a lot of people, their defending of the Moxley protection was he's beaten by an AEW guy
Fuck.
in Archer. However, the problem is they're not fighting for an AEW title.
Exactly. It doesn't do any. Lance. Oh, great,
If
Lance. It's like
if someone's holding a belt for a company, you should be able to lose to someone from that company.
it's yeah. Like, God damn it. Ah, it's frustrating. Frustrating as hell, and
So
it's dumb
I
as
know I
hell.
know that I had the very emotional outburst to the New Japan Strong title
Yeah.
when that was first thing. I still hold the argument that it doesn't need to exist.
And honestly,
It
I'm
should.
I'm
It
glad it
shouldn't.
exists though. At this point,
Right. It with what how it's going, I'm glad it is, but
because Lawler's great.
it
Lawler's still
shouldn't.
really good.
It
Yeah,
shouldn't
it
need
shouldn't.
to exist, but it does.
Mm.
In the ideal world, it's Kenta beats Moxley for the US belt, and the US belt is the main belt of the US branch of New Japan.
No. To be fair,
No,
I think the strong openweight belt probably still would have happened, but I think it would have worked better because it would have just been a mid card belt in the U.S. brand.
because now it's just a mid card belt that's main eventing.
Yeah, I think that would be like the difference. I mean, it's still a
Yeah,
good belt. It's still like I think it would still have worked even if the U.S.
it's
belt was
fine.
still there. I just think it
Oh,
would
if the US belt was still there, I could stomach it a lot easier.
because then you have the top belt, then you also have a mid card belt, so you have like different things for different people on different levels to chase. Like it's
Yeah,
not like one thing and the other one's kind of there, but it's not really there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the Lance thing.
And hilariously, this whole thing of uh, Moxley can't job to anyone because he's too big. Archer gets the win over him. Next challenger,
Hikaleo.
he was sitting there throughout the night. He's like, "Gotta watch the main event. Pay attention to the main event." Hikuleo challenging later today for
Yeah.
that belt. Um, so yeah, that's a
That
match that's
feels
happening.
so much like, okay, we're gonna give the belt to Lance. He's
Yeah,
gonna beat Mox. He's gonna get one defense in, and then Resurgence drops the belt to Mox.
probably.
That's what that feels like, and if it does,
Currently, I think
fuck you,
Hikuleo's
AEW.
only there because he's Bullet Club, and AEW fans know Bullet Club.
We know Bullet Club. Too sweet.
Too sweet.
Too sweet. Suck my dick.
There you go.
Um, yeah, back to actual New Japan stuff. The next no, this isn't like the Wrestle Grand Slam, but the next big show coming up is on the Summer Struggle Road to Korakuen Hall. Firstly, Uemura and Tsuji finally going on an excursion.
Finally, after what is this, about 2 years overdue?
2 years overdue here.
They're finally getting their kind of send off matches.
Yeah, they have not announced where they will be heading. They've both been Young Lions for 3 years apparently, so that's
Way too long.
yeah.
Pretty
Uemura
sure they know how to throw a drop kick by now.
and how to do the Boston Crab and how to
Oh, they really know how to do that. Massacre.
so Uemura's send-off match will be against Kazuchika Okada. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that one's weird because I feel like Uemura's
For
kind of
Uemura, you'd think Tanahashi for Uemura,
I
right?
would think Suzuki because he was the one who he's
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
because they've
fair
been
point.
having that he's been having that like chasing thing, but they did the Suzuki
Yeah,
match
yeah.
already, and now they're doing this. It's like, wouldn't it have made more sense to save the Suzuki
Uh,
match?
yeah.
I guess it's because it does kind of show that they have big plans for both of them because of who their opponents are, but
Oh,
like
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's still weird.
The crop of young lions of Shota, Renren, Suji, Uemura all have very big, like, we are gonna put the company on their backs
Yeah, they're definitely
in the future.
gonna when they come back, which probably won't be for a little while. They'll probably
So
be really good, and they'll probably be
yeah,
built up a lot.
I'd imagine one of them shows up maybe like ROH.
Suji might honestly, with where Uemura is, because I think that Suji once said he wanted to go to Mexico. I don't know if that's gonna
He wanted to
happen.
go to Mexico, but Mexico's very squiffy right now with COVID,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and I feel like with the AEW partnership, they could.
Oh, one of they're gonna show up on Dark Elevation or whatever, or
Yeah,
Rampage.
and then build. Or
Like
they might just.
Narita's already got wins on there,
Yeah, and like they could have
which is
him,
huge.
or they could have him like join like come in as like somebody like a heel or as like a heel's like heater or somebody or like a
Yeah,
protege of like one of the manager characters to like build into like the whole things. Like I think they want to like build them up a bit. So I think
yeah.
at least one of them will be heading to AEW. I think Suji probably. I feel like Uemura is probably gonna go to Rev Pro because I feel like
We'll see a few of those things, like if they are in the States, we'll see them dip into New Japan Strong a little bit, show up
yeah,
some others elsewhere, do like Beyond stuff,
yeah,
like similar
um,
to what Narita's doing
yeah,
for his excursion.
um,
But that's very exciting that they're
yeah.
finally get shipped off.
Speaking of Suji, he's finally getting his big match that he's wanted for a while. He will be facing Tetsuya Naito in his send off, which is good for him.
So
Hmm.
if Lij is still alive at the point when he comes back, he has to join Lij.
Oh yeah.
He
Like,
has to. They need
this
someone
is
else. And
this is first of all, this is too big of a story for him not to join Lij because
yeah,
his whole deal has been I want to fight Naito. And it's like I want to show that I can, like he's like also like he's so similar to Stardust Genius Naito. He would fit so well because he's like, oh, Tanahashi's my hero, and then it's just gonna be like,
wow.
oh, he's getting
And then
corrupted.
and then Naito's like, no,
No, you're mine now, bitch.
stop thinking that way, you dork.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely think I don't at this point. I know I said Shota's gonna be the ace when he comes back. They got some options. They do.
As well, like Narita's going to be their junior race.
Yeah, but like
Quite undisputedly, that's
although
that guy.
Uemura is a junior, so it's hard to say.
He's getting pretty beefy though.
Mm. Also Okada. He is fighting Okada.
Also Okada. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. I think the ace spot it's going to be between like the other three, so Uemura, Suji, and Shota.
Shota.
Like that's
Suji
going to
is
be a
like
huge. That's a fantastic crop of guys.
looking at Suji as well.
Push.
I was when I first looked at him, I'm like, okay, he's like a never guy, but he is like
No, he's heavy.
his like he's built himself, gotten bigger, and he's also like started to like his moveset's so much more diverse than any of the other young lions in my
He
opinion.
is heavy Q Hoss.
He could be like if he can get charismatic enough, he could be like Nakamura, like the
Yeah.
next one of those.
Oh yeah.
Like not like the ace necessarily, but like how Naito and Nakamura were, and
Like the way I see it, Uemura's like gonna be like your clean as a whistle babyface.
he could just turn to Shibata and start beating the fuck out of everybody.
He's your clean guy. I think Shota's your disrespectful like shit heel.
I think the fact that his like mentor was Moxley makes sense for that, because like
Yeah.
Suji's mentor was Tanahashi, Uemura's mentor was Tiger Mask,
Yeah.
which is
You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Shota's mentor was like down and dirty, gritty boy Moxley. Narita's mentor is Nagata, which they've kind of established with that partnership.
Yeah.
Um,
Like he he wins matches that the guy's like, no,
No.
win more,
do better.
win better.
He's like his dad.
I love that.
I love how Narita is like he can never please any of the people who he's like being
It's the
trained
best
by.
gimmick ever.
It's like, should
Win
he, like-
matches. You've got the dub, and it's like you could have done better.
Remember, like
It's
I remember,
so good.
it just reminds me every time I just think of like Shibata's like when he runs, he's like he's backstage, he's like, oh yeah, I wonder how Shibata sounds so quick. Shibata runs backstage. That's not how you chop. This is how you
No.
chop. And then proceeds to hit him. It's like
He's just gonna become the most like stoic, just badass killer,
oh,
just
he's gonna
because
be
he's
so
been bullied
pissed.
by the dad.
Like I want him to do it with. I want all the dads to do it like slowly. Like he'll like do a moon. He'll like team with like Tenzan one time. He'll do a moonsault, and then Tenzan will be like, "What the fuck was that?"
No. He'll do a blizzard plex. It's like no.
No. Suzuki comes over. He's just like, "The fuck was that?" Do better. 10,000 squats.
That is not how you do a sleeper hold.
Everyone's just bullying him, and eventually he just gets sick of. He comes back, and everyone's just like, "Oh, hi, Narita." He just
It'll be
kills. Like Hiromu's like, "Narita," and he just kills him for the junior belt. He just
What's going to
walks
be
away.
good is that they're all going to come back post-COVID
Mm.
time
Mhm.
when the booking is actually back to normal,
And they have
hopefully.
crowds.
And they have crowds back.
But that is not the only good thing on this show, Gwyn. In the main
Is there
event,
more?
the never open weight
Mm.
6-man tag team titles will be on the line as Ishii,
Oh, my lord.
Yoshihashi, and Hiroki Goto look to make their 8th defense
Now-
against.
Before you reveal the challenges, we have a Zach, we have a Taich. Last time out in this matchup, we had the Doker,
Mm.
the Doke, the Doki,
The Doki.
the Doking.
Doki Choki.
However, we have a different king.
Italian stretch
this
number
time.
32.
Italian stretch number 3. We had the Do King. However, now we have the King.
Minoru Suzuki.
Oh boy!
They have to
They're
win,
doing
right?
it.
They have to
Please,
win, right? Like,
please. There's no one else.
this is
Please,
the strongest trio that has challenged Ishihashi and Goto so far.
by a significant margin.
Like, no other trio is like, yeah, they're gonna fucking kill him. Like, this is gonna be an awesome match, and I hope Suzuki, Sabre, and Taichi win.
Also, this will
Because,
be the first thing they're doing with Suzuki in like a year.
listen,
They have to do, please.
he
Please
needs to
win.
get into G1. This is the only justification.
Oh, okay. Think of how much destruction and death would fall upon all the staff if if Suzuki's not in the G1.
I mean, you remember the
Think of
last
that.
time when it was just like, hey, I wasn't in the
Oh,
G1, you fuck, so just pin the champ.
murder all the cameramen.
Gabagoo, you dead, motherfuckers.
Gabagoo.
Gabagoo, I'm coming for you.
You can't have Chase in and Suzuki out, can you?
Oh, they might. They very well might.
They'll pitchforks will be out.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Was
my
Suzuki
God.
in the 2021?
Yeah, you got 6 points.
All right. Oh.
You forgot about that,
Okay.
didn't you?
All right. What's more cursed? Chase in, Suzuki out, or Chase in, Suzuki in, Chase beats Suzuki?
I think Chase in, Suzuki out.
Or
At least Suzuki's in. That way.
or Chase gets more points than Suzuki.
Oh, that's pretty cursed. I think it goes
That's
Chase in,
pretty
Suzuki
cursed.
out, because then it's just like, oh my God.
That's like worst scenario.
Then Chase beats Suzuki, and then Chase gets more points. Because then that implies that Suzuki beats Chase still.
Yeah.
Because like I think Chase could fluke his way into some points. Like
He'll get like 4.
you get like 4, but that would imply Suzuki would get
If
2.
he gets 6, he's pushing it.
He might though. He's the KLPW.
Wow, mid card push for Chase. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Like I feel like if Chase is in it and Hanare isn't, like,
Please. Hanare's actually been good.
and he actually kind of deserves it. Like he actually looked.
Okay, after that Sonada match alone, yes.
Yeah. Like he's earned himself like
You can go. That match, like, Hanare's been putting in the effort.
at least you give like Chase like a fair few wins in World Tag League and he's been in BOSJ. You've given Hanare nothing. Just give him this.
Please. Please.
He can get 0, but just let him be in it. Like, come on.
Unfortunately, he's one of those borderline guys that more
They won't
likely
get him.
won't be in.
No,
Because
they need to
you
get
can't.
Okan. They need to fit Okan,
You need to have
Finley, and
David
Chase.
Okan. David Finley needs to be in.
Finley, if Finley's in and Chase is, fuck that tournament.
Yeah.
Because like, after
David Finley
Jason-
is getting. David Finley is getting the big never match with Jay
yeah.
at Resurgence.
Mm.
He's had like an incredible 2021.
Mm.
He has to be.
Yep, definitely. But yeah, who do you have for this match? And you know,
Suzuki Gun all the way.
absolutely. All right, we've been doing this for an hour. We need to get through the New Japan stuff because there's so much.
Nuge content. Lot of stuff. Lots of rants. Lots of good
So
content discourse.
moving on to Wrestle Grand Slam in the MetLife Dome in Saitama. We have night 1 has 2 matches confirmed now. The first one is Kazuchika Okada versus Jeff Cobb, which we already kind of talked about. I think Cobb wins this one because makes sense.
I don't know.
You don't know? All right.
I think more likely. I don't know.
Mm.
It depends what they do with G1 because they'll probably do a trilogy match in there.
Yeah, I think that would make sense for Cobb to win at least once. So
One of them, yeah.
yeah, and then also we were talking about him earlier. Chase Owens will make his first defense of the provisional KOPW against Toriano in a rematch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the chances that Yano just wins it back?
Oh, I kind of hope so.
That would be peak comedy, wouldn't it?
You know, if he wins it back, at least it's just like, okay, cool. That means, and then they just say, all right, Chase isn't in the G1. It's just like, ha, fuck you,
So,
mother.
so with the rules of the Kapow, is it just whoever's holding it at the end of the year is that year's Kapow winner?
Yeah.
So if Yano wins it, he retroactively gets rid of Chase winning it.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well, he's still a provisional holder, but it's like,
He's provisional, but if Yano wins it back, that means that Chase doesn't win the Kapow.
no. And if Chase loses it to someone else besides Yano, yeah, you know.
So we want him to lose it at the first opportunity.
Yes.
However, if they've got this mid card push whatever rumor going on, if there's any credit to that, he might beat Yano.
He might. It feels like a weird, but it's not even like it's not legitimate. Yeah, we've explained how this doesn't really make sense, but
No.
yeah. All right, and then night 2, the night where they appear to be just stacking with title matches. Main event: Shingo Evil. Who you got?
Evil is not winning another
No.
world title.
No.
No. That man has been put like a joke this year.
It's just sad at this point.
It's really sad. They had something cool
Like,
and they instantly got rid of it.
you can't do 4 champions of this belt in like 4
No.
months, can you? No.
You can't take the belt off Shingo when he's your guiding light through all the injuries and the COVID and the crying and the death and the dead.
Yeah, nah,
Can't.
Shingo's gotta retain.
Yeah.
IWGP Tag Titles 3-way. Dangerous Tech is defending against Sanada, Naito, and Hashi and Goto.
Do Tekkers lose it here because we want them to win 6-man?
No, double champs. And then they can
Double champ?
Yeah, and then they can hold it through G1 and then Wrestle Kingdom or Power Struggle or
Drop-
whatever. They can
drop it to Okan and Cobb.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
fine.
fair enough.
Yeah, double champs, and they can lose 6-man early, I guess, if you need to. But yeah.
Although Hashi tag champ though.
That would be cool. But like, what you do is just have Sonata and Naito get pinned, and then do Hashi, Goto, and they could be like
True.
transitional champs.
Very true. All right, Tekkers retain tentatively. I'm not confident, but we'll.
Yeah.
That's against all their booking though, because they love flippy floppy.
I don't. Yeah, but are they really gonna do it again?
Yeah.
Please no. For the love
They
of
would.
God. For the love of God. Because then we'll have a third Saber Taichi versus Sonata Naito match.
Did you know what would be the most hilarious one? It's not just like, all right, Ishii, Hashi win. It's like, Sonata and Naito just win them back.
Not even Ishii Hashi, it's just Goto Hashi.
It's Goto Hashi, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, not even the nice thing of Hashi wins tag belt. It's like, all right, just put him back on Sonata Naito, fuck it.
It's just... It just feels like... And they just do another 3-way the next month. Like, just after G1.
Oh,
They just...
it's
KS
fucking
God, War Machine again. Just like...
Well, all right, on this one tour, we're gonna have three ways, all for the belts, consecutive shows, whatever.
This honestly, I hate this.
Okay.
Don't do it. I mean that would mean.
I want Tekkers to retain just to avoid the hot potato.
Please, please. Even if they don't win 6-man, just please, for the love of God. And then finally, Robbie Eagles will make his first defense of the IWGP Junior title against Hiromu Takahashi.
I want him to win. I want Robbie to win. I don't think he is though.
No, I think Hiromu.
It's the Hiromu return. They're gonna want to put the belt right back on him, aren't they?
What if Hiromu wins and then Naito and Sonata win and Shingo retains and they say, I won all the matches.
Fuck you, Bushi.
Fuck you, Bushi. You don't count. Bushi's like, can I not just have Kapow? No.
Can I finally win junior tag with Hiromu? No.
No. You get nothing.
You get 0. Probably, yeah. I'm gonna say Hiromu wins, even though I don't want him to.
I don't want him to either, honestly. I mean,
yeah.
The best we get is what? Despy, Hiromu at Wrestle Kingdom for the junior belt?
Yeah.
I guess that means Despy would win Bostia, but...
Well, the main problem is, who would Robbie face at Wrestle Kingdom? If he retains?
Phantasma.
But do you want Phantasma to win a Bostia?
Yes. If it means we get Eagles Phantasmo in a high-profile Wrestle Kingdom match, that would be fucking sick.
Who would beat... Okay, who would win Junior Tag League to then...
Well, Junior Tag League's happening now.
It's happening now, so did Rapongle Dongle win another one?
Well, if Despy's not winning Bostia, you just give Despy and Kanemaru Junior Tag League.
Fair.
It all works
so
out.
It's
so perfect!
I know, it's jank as fuck, but sure.
Bro, look at the booking. Tell me you got something better.
Okay, alright, so this would mean that at Wrestle Kingdom, you have BSJ winner Phantasmo versus champion Eagles for the singles belt. Then you have tag junior tag league winners and current champions Despi Kanemaru versus Hiromu Bushi.
Yeah. 3K going to the
I
Rambo.
I'd be more on board with that because I've seen Taiji Ishimori and Phantasmo in junior tag for bloody ages.
Yeah, be fun. Sorry, Ishimori.
It'd be nice to mix it up a little.
Ishimori Kid Challenge was like Dick to Go and Jado for 6-man.
Also, Hiromu hasn't won junior tag yet. It's something fresh.
Yeah, it'd be good for everybody. It's great.
Yeah. Fun for all the family.
Fun for the whole family. Wee.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope that happens.
Okay, that we're dreamscaping here. Most likely thing is Hiromu just wins it back.
Hiromu wins. Despy wins Bostia. Eagles goes back into obscurity.
No. Yeah.
All right, moving on from New Japan.
Moving on.
Do you want to talk Noah, DDT, or Dragon Gate?
Which one do I do first?
That's why I'm asking.
I don't mind. I'm open for whatever.
All right. Since Dragon Gate's coming up in like 2 days, let's talk about Dragon Gate. We're not going to talk about the Tokyo Princess Cup for reasons. I want to explain why. But yes, we now have the full card for both Kobe Wrestling Festival and Speedstar Finale.
Wonderful.
So, this is a big deal. The biggest match of fucking Dragon Gate's whole year. Are you excited, Gwyn? Good.
Okay. You said biggest match.
Biggest
it took
show.
me a while because I was okay. Biggest show. I heard biggest match. I was like, is he talking about the Dream Gate or the retirement tag?
Yes.
It's like, well, it can't be a Shun Skywalker.
What do you mean? I'm
match,
talking about Kota Minoura versus Ita. You fucking.
Oh, of course, singles. Yeah.
Let's talk about this show. I'm gonna ignore the tags because they're just there.
Just tag.
Let's start with the first in quotes big match. Kota Minoura.
Big match. Yeah.
Special singles match. Kota Minoura versus Ita on.
We were joking about this pre-podcast how this isn't to get Aita on the card because he's already got his like retirement tag with Yoshino. That's fine. No, this is to get Kota Minoura on the card, boy.
He's not booked on the other night, so yeah, it is. I don't understand the Kota Minoura push. I don't get it. Who do you have winning this?
Aita, because he has to beat Yoshino.
But what if he loses to Kota Minoura the first night, then beats Yoshino night 2?
Well, that's just depressing, isn't it? That's just sad on all counts.
Dragon Gate. Sad on all counts.
Sad on all counts. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Dragon Gate fans that listen to the podcast.
There's no Dragon
or
Gate.
Dragon Gate fans that follow FD on Twitter.
Nah, yeah. Sorry if you guys do finally give our podcast
Apologies.
a chance. They do some good stuff.
Well, okay, they do some good stuff. We have a select few guys in Dragon Gate that we are massive marks for. AKA Aita and KZ.
To be fair, they're pushing one of them, so you know what? Good
They are.
Books.
They are.
And
they
don't
are.
disrespect Ben K.
Okay, we like a Ben K as well.
We like the Ben K. I like a good chunk of RED and Natural Vibes.
We like a Kazma.
Kazma's cool. Dragon Die is funny.
Dragon Dia!
Big fan of King Shimizu. Next up, open the Triangle Gate Championships. Masquerade, Jason Lee, Sorry, Gwyn, can you do it again?
Yes.
Do it again.
Dragon Dia!
Thank you. And La Estrella, who is midget Shun Skywalker, versus RED, SB Kento, Diamante, and Dia Inferno. Another guy who we're marked for, Diamante.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
I want RED.
Same.
Just we're big RED marks. That's what we want.
RED. Next, open the Brave Gate Championship. For those who don't know, it's like their cruiserweight belt. Which, Keisuke Okuda will defend against Genki Horiguchi.
Keisuke Okuda retains that one.
I want Genki to win.
You want Genki to win?
Bro, Natural Vibes winning all the titles. Do it.
Oh, fair point. Fair point.
Natural Vibes.
All right, you convinced me.
Genki Horiguchi.
Convinced me. Natural Vibes. All right, Genki. There you
go. Next, the first of Masato Yoshino's retirement matches. Masato Yoshino, Shuji Kondo, Toru Owashi, Brother Yashi, and Ugawara versus Ultimo Dragon, Nuguriki Doi, Yamato, Dragon Kid, and Kagetora. I think, um, I don't know. Who do you? I think maybe Yamato's team wins probably, just so Yamato gets
No,
a
I
win.
think no, I think Yamato on both matches like loses.
Really? I feel like he's gonna get at least
Yeah.
one win before.
Okay, could be like the Liga one where he wins the first one, loses the second one.
Yeah. Wait, did they? No, he lost both.
Uh, No, okay, his team won the first one, right?
No, I don't think
No.
so. I thought Taguchi pinned.
Oh yeah, Taguchi got the pin in that
Taguchi
one.
got the pin, and then the next night Hiromu won.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like if you're going out, you put everyone
If you go
over.
out, if you go out, you go out.
Yeah, you put everyone over. You know?
Okay, he might not be pinned in that one.
Yeah. I don't think he'll
He
be.
might do. He might do. He might not. But he's definitely getting pinned in night two.
Mm, for sure, for sure. Uh, Semi-main event. Kaito Ishida and Kazuma Sakamoto of RED are defending the Open the Twin Gate Championships against Yokosuka Susumu, GMA Susumu, and King Shimizu of Natural Vibes.
Natural vibes, all
Natural
belts.
Vibes, Queen, they gotta do the clean sweep.
I'm
They gotta do
sorry, RED. I'm sorry.
I'm not. Kaito. There was also rumors of Kaito leaving, so like, I
There
think
is
that
also, yeah.
I think
I
that
don't know
adds
how
to it.
much validity is there with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
Uh,
see.
and you know what? Main event. Open the Dreamgate Championship. Shun Skywalker defending against King of Gate winner KZ. Come on, it it's KZ time.
KZ time.
That- I feel like if Shun retains, that's just so sad. Just like, because even if you're a Shun fan,
There's a level of our KZ markdom that is validated of KZ actually needs this win.
like, I feel like even like okay, even as like a casual Dragon Gate fan, I have seen like the Dragon Gate Twitter of the more like diehard fans. KZ absolutely should win this match, and
Is
he
the guy. Yeah.
absolutely should not lose in either of these Dreamgate title matches because he fucking needs this, and he
Yes.
fucking deserves this.
Also Shun's about 12 years old. He'll be fine.
He's gonna get more range. Like he's gonna
He's a tiny baby boy. He's got a lot of time. He'll be fine.
he's gonna become like the ace. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna be the ace soonish.
He'll have another run.
He'll have another run. He'll win fucking 800
This is
belts.
this is KZ's like one run.
This is KZ's only run. He's not gonna win it
This is
again.
it.
This is
Give him this one run,
Listen,
please.
every other time before that he has challenged for this belt, it didn't make sense for him to win. But here is like
This will
is
be
it.
like BB Hulk's one run, where it's like he only won it once, but he'll have like a good one.
Yeah. He
Please.
needs this and he deserves it. No.
Yes.
You know what? Pull a Seema. 11 defenses with like the keys.
Oh yeah.
All the keys. Yeah. No. But
Hold it for 2 years. Why not?
yeah. Hopefully, for the love of God, KZ better win.
It's KZ
Z
time.
time.
Boom.
Crazy. Yeah. Then night 2, we got a few of the matches announced. Most of the big matches that have been announced. So firstly, open the Brave Gate Championship. The winner of Horiguchi versus Okuda
Okay.
will take on Kagetora. I think the champion retains there, whoever it is, whether it be Okuda.
Yeah, sure.
Because that's the only reason I think Genki's gonna win. Because both Okuda and Kagetora are in high end. Be a bit weird to
Oh, true.
yeah have them face off in that. That'd be a bit odd
Yeah.
to me.
Fair point.
Next, the winning Triangle Gate team versus Shuji Kondo, Toroashi, and Brother Yashi.
That's a title retention if I've ever seen one.
Owashi's a DDT guy.
What? 040 champion.
040 champion's gonna.
Oh, we're gonna hit Darude Sandstorm.
I don't know. It might be blocked because of copyright. But we'll see.
Ah, shit. Okay, I'll play Darude Sandstorm in my head when he comes out.
Yeah.
He'll do the entrance pose, and I will laugh, and it'll be the best.
Yeah. Open the Twin Gate titles. Winners of RED versus Natural Vibes will face High Ends, Dragon Kid, and Ben K.
Okay, they could win
I
because
think they
Ben
can
K.
win. I think Ben K kind of needs it. He's been kind of
Okay,
fucked as of
okay.
late.
Potential that
If
this does fly in the face of natural vibes all, but
yeah,
RED retain night one, lose night two.
mm. I think if we don't get Natural Vibes belts, that's probably what's gonna happen. I
Yeah.
I think at least Genki and
Either
KZ are
way,
winning, but
RED are not walking out after both nights with the tag belts.
no, they're at least they're.
They're
I think
losing to one of them.
yeah, they're losing to one of those teams because one of them is
Yeah.
picking those tag belts up. Next, semi-main event. Open the Dreamgate Championship. Yamato will face the winner of KZ Ita. KZ
So
needs to
you
win.
you there's a potential curse timeline here, which will make us very sad, where KZ does not win and then Yamato wins it.
That would just be like, because that fucks over two people at once. I'm not a Shun
Yeah.
Skywalker fan, but you can't like. There's no point in that. Yamato is older. High
Yeah.
end are probably taking tag, so they don't necessarily need.
Yamato doesn't need another
No,
Dreamgate.
no, he doesn't.
It's
Stop it.
either put over the guy that needs the run or put over the guy that is on his run.
Like either, like I honestly, if Yamato wins and Shun or KZ don't win, if Shun wins and then Yamato wins, it's like fuck that. But
Yeah.
if like that's the worst thing. If Shun beats KZ, I'll be sad. But if he at least retains over Yamato, it's like okay, at least it's not like they just gave the belt back to Yamato.
Yeah.
But
Also,
like
I don't see them doing back to back Dream Gates and just retaining both times.
yeah, I feel like KZ has to do it. But yeah,
Please. Yeah.
it's kind of perfect for KZ as well to like finally get that run. But yeah,
Yeah.
mm. Where he beats the ace, who's kind of been the ace the entire time he's been
He
there.
beats the current champion, then beats Yamato, who's like one of the big faces of
Yeah,
Dragon Gate.
and then main event, Yoshidoi, Masayo Yoshino and Murder Doi versus Ita and BB Hulk in Masayo Yoshino's retirement match.
This match was probably going to happen about a year ago
Mm.
when he actually did his retirement, but he postponed it because of COVID.
Yep.
This is a massive like
Ita,
moment for Dragon Gate because
Ita,
Yoshino's been there from the beginning, pretty much.
yep. Ita's,
Ita has to pin Yoshino.
yep. He finishes him off.
That's the story that they've been running for like over a year now.
I feel like we're gonna see like a out of character show of respect from Ita after the match because
Oh yeah, it'll be like when Suzuki bowed to Liger.
yeah, I think both like Ita and Hulk are probably gonna stop and just like bow and leave Doi and Yoshino in the ring together and let them
Yeah.
do the whole thing. It's gonna be great though.
I'm gonna cry,
It's gonna be very sad. Yoshino and Yoshino
but
finishing.
it should be a great match though.
Yeah, and it'll be a great moment. Hopefully Ita gets the pin because he's
But it
really
has
the
to be Ita. Specifically has to be Ita pinning Yoshino.
yeah. Doi and Hulk are just kind of there.
They're the accessories to help the match happen.
Yeah.
That's the feud is Ita Yoshino. That's the story.
And then Ita hits numero uno or he taps him out, which I don't think they would do.
No, I think pin.
I think
Probably.
you pin him, and then yeah, and that's
That's Dragon Gate. That's Dragon Gate.
that's Beatstar Final and Dragon Gate Kobe Festival.
Yes.
It should be a really good show, regardless of results.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. As a
It's-
casual Dragon Gate enjoyer, I'm looking forward to it.
As am I. All right, moving on to Pro Wrestling Noah.
Oh boy.
We have a few things that have happened. Well, today obviously was the Congo Produce show. I've heard good things about the top two matches. The rest of it was apparently just okay. But yeah, a lot of people like the top two matches apparently. Manabu Soya unfortunately has an eye infection, so he'll be out for a little while. But yeah. But in the meantime, coming up on August 1st, also on August 1st, same day as the fucking Dragon Gate show. God damn it.
Oh boy.
Crossover in Hiroshima. Yeah, they're going inside of Hiroshima. In Hiroshima,
Oh Jesus.
crossover in Hiroshima, we have a pretty stacked card. The major matches I want to draw your attention to are, firstly, for the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, Daisuke Harada and Hajime Ohara of Momono Saishin Tag will defend the titles against Stingers, Seki Yoshioka, and Yuya Susumu.
And can Seki win something?
You'd think, but no.
Can Harada not be champion?
You'd think, but no.
I just.
God, Harada sucks. He's so.
It's not even that he sucks. He's just really boring.
Yeah, no, he sucks. He's terrible. I hate him.
Also, this match is going 20.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
At least.
And if you think that wasn't exhausting, wait till you get to the match afterwards.
Oh boy.
In a special tag match in Hiroshima, the Great Muta and Nozawa will team up to take on Kaito Kiyomiya and Sushi Katoge.
Nozawa out of the question?
Nozawa out of the question, bro.
Translate having a bit of a moment.
Yeah, I don't understand why that always happens.
This is a match that exists, and it's strange. Yes.
You'd think Kaito would win, but actually... Watch what happens when I have Great Muta pin Kaito and Keno in back-to-back weeks.
Oh, are you ready for Great Muta and Nozawa to challenge for the tag belts?
Luckily, Nozawa's a junior heavyweight, so he can't do that.
Okay, fair enough. Are you ready for Great Muta to challenge by himself?
Great Muta gets his rematch as Great Muta.
Okay. Keiji Muto and the Great Muta challenge for the tag belts.
God, that...
We do Noah cinematic match where it's both of them.
Noah would not do a cinematic match.
They definitely wouldn't, but
so weird enough they did a cage match. Like, come on.
Yeah, that was very spicy for them, wasn't it?
And then semi-main event, GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship. Hayata will make his second defense against Yohei. This is hype. Hayata and Yohei are probably two of the fastest workers in the junior division, and they're both really good. And
this is their really big singles junior blood feud.
Yes, they've been both like best friends and then also like worst enemies. They're basically
Great.
the DX of the junior division.
They get the best and worst out of each other.
Yeah, they are. This is gonna be really brutal and a really good match.
Who do I want to win? I like both of them.
I think
Yohei?
I think Yohei should win. I don't think he's held junior yet, but I don't know.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good for him to win it. Because, like, Hayata's already gotten one defense in, and, like, Hayata's already been junior. And they throw that belt around quite a bit.
They do, actually.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Yohei beats Hayata for it, but I could also see Hayata retaining.
Yeah. It's a bit...
It's very mixed.
Up in the air. It's pretty cool, though.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a really good match. Just don't know who's going to win it.
I'm going to go tentatively say Yohei wins.
I guess I'll go opposite and say Hayata retains, but yeah. Alright, and the main event. The match you've all been waiting for. Naomichi Marufuji defending the GHC heavyweight title in his second defense against Kazushi Sakuraba.
Yeah!
I don't think I need to say who's going to win this.
Saku God!
Sure.
He's not winning, no. He's not winning.
Not really.
You know what? I'm going to look forward to it in a weird way. Weird, strange, morbid way.
The previews have been okay. I think it'll be fun. Should be enjoyable.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You know, it'll be what it is.
Yep. Marufuji probably retains. I don't know who challenges him next. I gotta see who he's facing in the tags coming up. Well, I guess N1's next, so we probably won't see anyone challenge him for a while. Whoever wins N1, basically. But in the upcoming tags, he's got Kaito and he's teaming with Sagara. But then after that, he's got Keno. And then he's got Keno and Nakajima on the other side in like a 6-person tag.
I think it's more likely just the N1 winner is more likely.
I don't know who
to be the
wins
next
N1.
It's very up in the air right now.
Yeah, and then for Kawasaki Go, which is
not to be confused with Kawasaki Strong.
No, this is the sequel. Kawasaki Go, same venue actually.
I want to see you go. I got to make it. Oh.
No, unfortunately, Harada is not currently scheduled to appear on this show.
No. Sag.
The main event will be, though, a very interesting match. Takashi Sagara will take on Masato Taka in a match for not only the GHC National Championship, but also the Pro Wrestling 01 World Heavyweight Championship. Now,
Intriguing.
This
is something.
My original thoughts were Tanaka probably is going to win, and then Inamura is going to beat him for National. But now it's like, Inamura is now out for...
He's injured for a while now, isn't he?
Yeah, we don't have a time for him when he's coming back, so...
Yikes.
We don't know when he's going to win. So now my thought is, this is either going to go to a time limit draw, so both can keep their belts, or Sagara is going to beat Tanaka. Because I don't see Sagara losing National to Tanaka currently.
Yeah. So Segura dub champ?
Yeah.
Segura triple champ with Sakusugi tag belt?
In theory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dominant.
I feel like, that makes the most sense. And I feel like Sagara is probably willing to work 0-1. And I don't think Tanaka is going to be able to work Noah as much as Sagara would be able to go between the two.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because Tanaka is obviously the president of Pro Wrestling 01. But, yeah. So that's my thoughts. What do you think, Gwyn?
I'm really looking forward to this match. Just as a bell-to-bell banger of two old bastards.
Beating the piss out of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I don't really care who wins. It's going to be great either way.
Yeah.
This isn't one of those ones where a certain guy needs to win.
No. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm really going to enjoy it. It's going to be a fun little... Someone does a double champ for a month or two or something.
Yeah. Probably Sagara. But yeah.
Most likely.
It'll be fun, though. Really
Very.
cool.
Do you think we might see Tanaka in N1?
I think there's a good chance.
For example, if he wins, definitely. I think that would be cool.
If he wins, definitely. But like, I feel like they need to fill spots, and like, with Inamura out, that really like raises the question. Like, I feel like now there was one open spot, now there's two. Like, I don't know. I think they're gonna have they might have a couple of outsiders from like DDT or something.
They could definitely bring someone from DDT over.
Yeah, I mean Higuchi was in and the first N1, the 2019 one. To be clear, not the first round robin.
But I think Tanaka and then someone from DDT would be quite cool. Okay, you know what? For that, I'll say Tanaka wins.
All right, let's talk about N1 actually. So with N1, this year it's going to be a 4-block tournament. It's
4 blocks of 4 people, right?
Yes, 4 blocks of 4,
okay.
And then obviously I think it's going to be like a King of Gate where winners face in semifinals.
Yeah.
And then they have not announced the participants. The participants will be announced on August 1st, or August 8th, one or the other. I think it's August 1st. So that'll be at a crossover in Hiroshima. So that'll be this weekend, where we find out the N1 participants. We obviously going to have probably our usual Noah guys: Marufuji, obviously, Nakajima, Keno, Kiyomiya, Kitamiya, just the usual guys. But then like, this is not like last year where it's like Nakajima's had the big heel turn, he's clearly gonna win, so they can do him and Shiozaki. This is like, it's really up in the air. Because I was originally thinking Kaito, but now he's got tag.
He's got tag, so no.
No, so it's like, are they gonna give Keno a second one?
And Kitamiya also has tag, so no.
Kitamiya also has tag. Nakajima won last year. Keno won the year before that. Sagara has national currently. Shiozaki's out still, as it currently stands. Marufuji's got the heavyweight belt. It's very much...
I think if he's part of the announcement, Shiozaki wins.
Absolutely. Agreed.
If not, no idea.
If not Shiozaki, God.
Who the heck wins if it's not Shiozaki? If he's not ready to come back, who wins?
Keiji Muto just gonna be like,
oh yeah.
He starts like,
kind of
is. Duck, he's not going to be in it. Absolutely not.
No,
He will die if he lost that
he's
much.
currently working his gimmick matches as Muta, as Great
Yeah.
Muta now. He's doing like that sort of thing. He's not
He's just
doing the
like,
big
I'm
work
here
rate.
to have a good time. It's just like,
Yeah. You know what? I think Keno could be a good shout.
you think a second N1 for Kano?
Yeah.
Mm. It's possible. I would not be opposed to it. It's, it seems so likely, but
Okay. If Shiozaki's not there, I don't see Nakajima winning it again.
no,
He already won it last year. I don't think he's going to do it.
no.
So I think Keno winning a second one is cool. The other guys like Kaito are tied up.
Mm.
If Shiozaki's not back, Keno is a really good bastard heel to kill Marufuji.
Well, that's the thing though. What if Keno wins N1, doesn't beat Marufuji, Nakajima challenges, beats Marufuji?
That also works.
Because then you have that whole Congo dynamic still, and it
Yep.
keeps like that whole, and it also
That
like,
way you have the Congo dynamic and it keeps Keno top of the line credible by winning
yeah,
in one.
it doesn't like like drop one down over the other, but it does kind of add like that. Ooh, he did do
I,
the
I,
thing.
I do like that they're kind of keeping them very level.
Yeah, because like,
Like it's not a straight up 1A like I'm the leader, you're my lieutenant.
yeah, it's
Right?
very good because they're both equal level guys, and
Yeah.
it's definitely like, ooh, one of them gets this big win, but then the other one gets this big win, or this one takes a big loss, but then this one takes a big loss, or yeah, it's very good. And it definitely seems like they're kind of leaning into the fact that they are kind of on even footing right now, and like they aren't like against each other anymore, or there's definitely no distrust left. So it's kind of good.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say, in the event Shiozaki's not ready, Keno wins.
I think that's a safe bet. I think if Shiozaki is ready, I completely agree. Shiozaki is gonna take it. If
Hmm.
not, yeah, I don't know.
Just a little interlude. Fair warning: there is a lightning storm outside my house. So if power immediately cuts out, that's why I leave.
All right, well that'll be when we end the podcast.
Just so you know. Just so you know.
Yeah. All right.
Hooray!
Um. All right. That's Noah for now. Um.
That's Noah.
I mean, unless not really have anything else to talk about with Noah. So
No.
let's talk about DDT. We didn't talk about King of DDT, but it happened. Take won. Disappointing.
Oh boy. Oh. Yeah.
But now we do have the full card for Wrestle Peter Pan, and in the
We
meantime,
do.
there have been a few title changes or title things that have happened regarding titles since then.
Yes.
Take and Shunmo won the tag belts. Um,
Confusing.
Confusing, but they did.
Mainly because Take also won King of DT.
See? Yeah. Uh,
What's happening?
Nobody knows. It happened.
I guess it's just to really get Shunma over, right?
I guess so. That's mainly the
That's
thing.
the only reason I can see it.
But like, it's so weird.
Once again, we have that thing of tag champion challenging Akayama
Yep.
again.
Again.
What
And
was that,
then
third time?
for third time, Dino was not tag champ.
Yeah.
Then also the Extreme title changed hands. Chris Brooks lost the belt to Shinya Aoki in a title versus title match.
Okay, this match was the greatest match to happen this year. I don't care what your opinion is.
Oh man.
This was a no submissions match
Hmm.
to the extent where a wrist lock is illegal.
Yep.
They played this for everything, and it was fantastic.
Yep.
To the point where Brooks is going for a chin lock. Ref is like, no, that's illegal. But instead, he takes it off, starts like pulling on the eyes and raking the eyes. It's like, that's fine.
That's fine. He's a little bit.
That's totally fine. It's like, is this legal? It's like, no submission, no problem.
No submission, no problem.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That was peak wrestling. Mao is also challenging.
Yes, 15
For the
on
Extreme
the
title.
15th of August. It will be Shinya Aoki versus fucking what's his face?
Mao.
Mao for the DDT Extreme Division
I'm
Championship.
not sure if they've worked out a stip for that yet.
There is currently no stipulation on the match.
I remember you said off podcast it would be nice if Mao wins this so that all of Sauna Kamina are champions going in
He should.
to Japan.
Yeah, he kind of should.
Mainly because he's on the card and Aoki isn't
Yeah,
for
like
Peter Pan.
he's the only one. Like Mao's, it would be really sad if at Peter Pan
Also, it would make
like
sense
Take
for
with two
like
belts, Ueno with a belt,
yeah,
and Shunma with a belt, and then
Mao for
Mao's
none.
just like, I have.
It would also
Ducky.
make sense. I have Duck Belt. It would also make sense to either build up a rematch with Brooks to try and regain the Extreme Belt from that tag match, or for say Kasai to challenge.
Yeah, because then you have Kasai get like a pin, and Kasai's a former
Yeah.
Extreme champion, and you could have like a fun crossover match there. I feel like
That'd be fun.
there's more there if you have Mao win, and also like Aoki doesn't need it at
No.
all. This is Aoki is
yeah.
man.
He can fuck around with the Iron Heavy Metalweight belt. It's fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, he just lost that, but yeah.
Well, he can win it again. Fuck it.
Well, yeah, to be fair, anyone can win that fucking belt. So, yeah, hopefully Mao wins that. And then also on the show, we also have the KOD Tag Team titles. Originally, this was going to be Makoto and Akayama challenging. However, Makoto is unfortunately out with a spinal injury, and we do not know when he'll be back next.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully he does make a recovery.
Pulling the replacement, we have one Yusuke Okada coming in.
Officially in Jinratsu now.
Officially in Jinratsu now. I thought he already was, but apparently not.
I think he's now like super official now. He's going to die.
He's going to lose. You know.
Remember when he signed with DDT? We're like, oh, they're gonna push him because like,
Well, I was like,
oh,
oh, maybe they'll push him, maybe they won't, and then they actually started pushing. They did like some stuff with him, like, oh,
like,
they're actually.
Ooh, he's
pushing
gonna challenge for Universal. Ooh, and then first eliminated in a battle royal,
like,
gets pinned
then.
everywhere. It's like, oh, never mind.
Never mind. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I do find it weird though that they're doing this 6 days before Takai Akayama. Like, that does add that little.
I just don't like that they already did this angle with Smile Pasari.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, challenge for tag, like Akayama and ex Jinretsu member challenging for tag.
Yeah.
And then before the KOD open weight match, it's like we've already done that.
It would have been the exact same thing had Makoto not gotten injured.
It would have been the exact same pairing challenging.
Yeah.
And we had Higuchi was tag champion when he challenged.
Yep. You know.
It's like it'd be nice to have not that.
Yeah, it would, but they said no. And
you know.
They said,
I guess they really want to get all those bigger title matches for Akayama out of the way.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, and then to actual Wrestle Peter Pan.
Yeah.
We got some bullshit stuff at the beginning. We have Naya and the Young Lions, Naya and Nakamura, Keigo, will be taking on Okatani and Yuya.
Match.
Hopefully Keigo and Naya win. They're the more experienced of the Young Lions.
Yeah, they probably will. Yeah.
Yeah. But then we do fun stuff. We have an 8-person explosion death match.
An electric current explosion 8-man tag death match.
We have Atsushi Onita, Sensuru Takagi, Akito, and Maki Ito versus Kuro-chan, Upasasa Dango Machine, Tetsuhiro Kurada, I don't know who that is, and Hikari Noa.
Yeah. Hikari Noa finally getting a death match.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
Yay! Her team's not gonna win.
No, they're gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's in a death match, which is cool.
Yeah, cool, I guess.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, Onita's team is winning.
Onita's team is winning. I'm just happy that Hikari Noa is on the card and she's got a death match. That's really cool.
I'm kind of sad this isn't for the 8-man tag belts. This seems like it would be an 8-man tag
match. You're very right.
But the champions are unfortunately Team Olympics right now. One of the champions is in this match, Akito.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Though.
Oh yeah.
And next we have in the next matches is a double ring, double singles match. Torowashi versus Antonio Honda and Danshoku Dino versus Kazuki Rada. These matches will be happening simultaneously because there are 2 rings.
You could be fooled that this is a tag match happening in 2 rings, but nay, this is 2 singles matches.
This is gonna be stupid as fuck.
I love it. I'm
um,
I'm very much looking forward to this.
the
Just
the amount of
I I,
probably bullshit with the 4 people involved in this is,
I love all four of these guys so much.
it's gonna be very funny. Who do you have
this
for these matches?
okay. I've got Dino beating Hirata,
Yep.
and then I've got Honda beating Toroashi.
All right. I think I have Honda and Harada.
Actually, I can't go. Hirata's my boy.
But it's
I
big
can't do
match
him bad like that.
Dino.
It's big match Dino. I know.
Ugh, you can't have big
The,
match
the, the
Dino
way I see
lose.
it is, I don't see it as Hirata getting the roll up.
Mm,
I see it as there being some kind of like weird Gone the Fox cross match shenanigans into the Danshuko, the Dino Driver.
very good chance. I think Harada and Honda are gonna win personally, but that's just me.
Okay. Honda's beating Owashi. That's like the
Oh yeah.
main.
And
The other one,
I
either way, it
kind of,
doesn't matter.
you know what I kind of hope they do Honda. They like suddenly make Honda versus Awashi for the 040 title.
That'd be so good.
Honda's like, oh, Honda.
Okay, I can totally see Honda trying to get either Dino or Hirata to interfere in his match
Mm,
so that he doesn't have to win it.
that would be very, indeed. Yeah.
That sounds very funny.
All right, and then next up, special hardcore tag match. Shun Mao, aka 37 Kamina, Shunma Katsumata, and Mao will take on Chris Brooks and special guest wrestler Jun Kasai. Oh, it's gonna be violent.
Oh, blood is gonna be everywhere.
Yeah. This is
It's gonna be
be
good. It's gonna be
brutal as
good.
fuck. I am worried for these people's.
Yes.
Um,
I've got Brooks and Kasai winning that one.
absolutely.
There's no way Kamina win that
No.
one.
Kasai is gonna hit the Pearl Harbor splash on the Mal and get.
It's gonna be some kind of crazy violent Pearl Harbor splash and all the stuff.
Yeah, a lot of glass, a lot of light tubes. The scythe is gonna make an appearance or whatever it's
Oh
called.
yes.
Yeah.
Kusari Gama.
Yes, that.
That.
Shunma's gonna come out as the clown with the Legos.
Oh yeah, please.
Be kind of cool if Mal had like similar gear, but we'll see.
He paints the ducky belt in like clown makeup.
Yeah, sure.
Just the face of the duck in a tube.
Yeah.
That's what
next, we have a special 10-person tag team match. El Unicorn and Illusion debut match. Harashima, Naomi Yoshimura, Yusuke Okada, Reimu Imai, and El Unicorn versus Yuji Okabayashi, Tamura, Mizuki Watase, Yuki Ino, and Illusion. So this is the interesting part of this is apparently a part of DT's youth project to start training young wrestlers. And when I say young, one of these wrestlers is 13 years old.
Yeah.
So
starting them young, man.
starting them young. So this is part of like that. They've both been trained for a while apparently, and they're both ready to make their debuts.
This is really, really interesting stuff. Just to have that they've got this dojo program going on,
Indeed,
and they're starting to find some fruits of that.
The younger guys is very, very interesting to me. I
Mhm.
I think El Unicorn's team will probably win because I think he's the 18-year-old. I don't think they're gonna have the 13-year-old.
The older one will win. Yeah.
Yeah, and also Harashima. So
Also Hiroshima.
yeah. So that's my thought process. It's interesting though that they are bringing in these young.
They're bringing them in very young. They're both masked wrestlers. They're bringing them in on Wrestle Peter Pan.
Yep. Very interesting.
Tagging with really big names
Indeed.
like Hiroshima. It's like that's quite a stamp.
Yep.
To have on your very first match.
And then, all right, we go into the big matches.
Title match.
First title match: KOD 6-man tag team titles. Tetsuya Endo, Soma Takao, and Yuji Hino of Damnation will defend against Eruption's Kazusada Higuchi, Yuko Sakaguchi, and Sakuya Kai. Eruption go away.
I'm very much looking forward, but Eruption have to win this.
They have been so just down lately. Like after the King of DDT, Higuchi needs this. Sakaguchi hasn't.
Higuchi would get his revenge over Hino.
Hopefully,
this
this is
cool.
where Hino takes his second pinfall loss with Higuchi go-tenning him and 1, 2, 3.
Takes a brain slam from Higuchi.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see, but hopefully.
It's more likely Soma Takao eats the pin, probably.
Oh, yeah. Because Endo and Hino are protected a lot.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, Endo doesn't need 6-man either, so it's fine.
Endo literally, I think he's kind of hurt by 6-man because it limits what he can do.
Yeah,
He can do more when he's just by
he's a guy
himself.
that should be like he should be going for either
Open
singles
weight,
belts, singles.
universal or open weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Speaking of, next up, DT Universal Championship. Yuki Ueno in his, god damn it, seventh defense against Daisuke
Wow,
Sasaki.
what a goat,
Um, I,
my boy. Okay, in the build, it's been hilarious. Sasaki stole the belt.
mm,
Ueno got it back, and then immediately Sasaki hoofed him in the balls and stole it again.
yeah. Um,
Sasaki's not winning this.
you'd think.
He's not becoming a 2-time Universal.
Oh, but it's Daisuke Sasaki.
I know, but he's already like had the better of Ueno like at every turn.
Ueno does need this. I think they are going to do the
All year of that.
every member of not that. More think of like every member
Okay.
of Sort of Kamina with belts. So
All the belts.
and then Take as the leader with 2 belts because
Yeah,
he's cool.
because he cool.
Or they fake
There's
this
no
out.
there's no reason. Ueno's not going to be winning open weight like anytime soon.
No,
Not until like the start of next year or something,
no.
at least. So there's not really much point in Sasaki beating him for Universal when it could be someone else.
Mm. Who do you think is gonna beat Ueno for the belt?
Okay, I thought Higuchi would,
Mm.
but and he still could because him just winning 6-man again, it's cool. That's more kind of just a we need to stabilize Eruption as a
Yeah,
credible thing.
yeah.
Um, there actually isn't that many people left to face Ueno, is there?
My thought, and I might be wrong on this, Yoshimura.
That would make sense.
Nautilus.
He hasn't defended the belt against Yoshimura yet.
No, I think they had a singles match, but it was non-title.
Yeah, I think in the event that Higuchi wins 6-man back, Yoshimura makes sense.
Yeah. Although they
Yeah.
could just make Higuchi a double champ. Just.
They could also do that. He's had a lot more shine than Yoshimura has. Yoshimura's been kind of
Well, he
just
was
there.
injured. Well, he was injured for a while, and then like.
Yeah, no, but like since he's came back,
Yeah, since he came back, he's definitely been like.
he's just been kind of there.
But yeah, I do agree on Ueno probably retaining it. I'm not ruling out Sasaki winning the belt because
You never can.
you never
but
can. It's Daisuke Sasaki. He is.
It's that thing. It's the thing with the Soma Takao defense. We're like, oh, Soma Takao could beat him, but then Ueno got his ass handed to him on the build every moment.
Yeah, my difference is here is just like it's just the fact that it's Daisuke Sasaki. He kind of just can beat anyone at any.
He can just vibe, He doesn't need it.
He doesn't. I'm just saying he can just beat anyone at any given time. Like any given moment, he
True.
can just like pull off a win.
The only thing I say that's not going to happen is that he already beat him in singles in
Yeah,
King of DT.
that's the other. I can understand that. Yeah.
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 That's my DDT Universal opinion.
And in the main event,
There we go.
Jun Akayama will make his 4th defense of the KOD Openweight Championship against Konsuke Takashita. Who do you
Take
have?
wins.
He's
Lol.
gotta, right? Yeah. I mean, who else?
Yeah.
Who else?
There's no one else.
Unless he loses and then Higuchi. No, I
No,
definitely-
they were built. Okay, so it was hilarious how we were thinking, oh, it's the Take's going to beat him eventually, but we're going to enjoy the ride of the Akayama title reign. And then when he won Tag League, it's like, oh my god, it's blown wide open.
That's no.
And then Take just wins King of DDT anyway. It's like, oh, okay.
Okay, never mind. We're back on the timeline.
Take wins. That's what they've been building to. That's the big rivalry.
Hopefully, it just means Take and Shima don't hold tag for that much longer. Cause,
They're not going to. They're not going to.
Because he does not need to be a double champion.
No.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's all.
That's our DD. Yeah.
That's DT. That's Noah. I'm looking forward to everything that we're gonna be looking at going forward. So we got a lot of cool shows coming up in Japan. There's
a lot
some
of
other
things.
stuff over in the States, but we'll talk about that next time with Yelicon. It's already been 2 hours, so we should probably finish this podcast. You got anything else you want to add, Gwyn?
I was going to say some stuff about the states, but I'll refrain
Yeah, we'll wait
until
until next
next
week
time.
when captain of the improv team's back.
Yeah.
So thank you
I
all
was
for
gonna,
watching.
I was gonna talk about certain Long Island resident.
Oh, yeah, no, I think that's definitely better if we have captain of the improv
That's
team on
definitely
hand.
next week.
Yeah,
That's a little taster.
yeah. But thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. There will be more new content coming to Ace soon. So just keep your eyes out for that. And if you're subscribed, if you're not subscribed, follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys next time. FD out.